Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
It's compromised.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You work in a fucking gym, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuck to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's the rules, and you can't stick with us. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't stick with us!
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready, because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drinks.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen B, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen B. I'm not talking about Queen B. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen B.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B, bring the information on Queen B. We're done with Queen B. Queen B's in my crosshairs. There's Queen B's channel. Queen B thinks she can. But Queen B is reformed. I bet you Queen B gets tricked. Queen B.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessed with me.
You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B would think she could.
Anybody at Queen B show earlier.
We talked about Queen B and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen B's.
I heard Queen B. We got bailing on Salty for Queen B, and some people not the Queen B. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen B over here on Queen B.
Queen B, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
You'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing today? I was so tired last night. I had to crash. It was a long fucking night, and holy hell, you guys, what the hell happened last night? I feel like we were in the fucking Twilight Zone. We're back in it again. Can you guys believe Molly's such a crybaby little bitch like she was? Can you believe that? She really seen Gina up here in my chat and immediately started talking shit in her fucking Discord, her fucking Patreon. Too scared to click the link, but got so much to fucking say. Click the fucking link, Molly. You got so much. You always got so much to fucking say. Quit being a scary and click the fucking link. Your friend did. Jilly did. Gina did. Gina ain't your friend no more, and Jilly is probably on her way out. Yeah, she was big fucking mad, wasn't she? Fuck that. Good morning. Hold on. Brianna says, let's see, 999. Good morning, my beloved hive. Let's start the stream right. Twerk it out. Spanky the Wonder Weasel. Oh, shit, girl. Let's start the party.
I think we got a super chat.
think we got a super chat.
That booty too.
Holy shit, last night was a fucking shit show if there ever was one. Now we got Molly GoCrybaby and Uni Rock Go Liar over here, still lying his ass off. And I don't know, fuck them in the emails. I ain't paying them no more attention, so don't waste your fucking time, because I ain't, fuck them. That's the whole waste of my fucking time. Fucking playing cat and mouse games. It's too early for that bullshit. That's right. Wanting to waste time. Did you guys see Heels in the Air's video this morning? It was fucking hilarious. Hell to the no. You said she's no longer Moose Knuckle. What? Hold on a minute here. MGL's no longer Moose Knuckle. She graduated to Hulk Knuckle now. Yeah, no shit. I'm done with you already. No, but didn't you guys, I mean, I thought it was real fucking rich that she got so pissed off at Gina for coming up here, but had been talking shit about Gina, just like she'd been talking shit about Jilly, but, you know, she's using Jilly for right now. So, of course, she's going to fucking keep her around. But as soon as she don't need her, you're going to get the fucking boot too, Jilly. And I don't really think, I don't really think Gina scammed. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she did, if she didn't, or if she did for sure. But by the looks of the screenshots, it was Navy was one to give money. I mean, and as much as I don't really dig Gina, I don't think she should have to tell Navy who gave her money or where she got money from, just because she felt like she wanted to donate to her. You know what I mean? If you're going to donate to somebody, you have to understand you're donating to them. Once that leaves your hands, it's not your business. You know? You got, I mean, people lie on here all the fucking time. If you're going to donate to somebody, you know, 50-50 chance you might be getting lied to. But once you fucking donate it, it is what it is. Don't donate it if you ain't got it to donate, period. You know what I mean? And don't be mad when you get lied to, because, you know, you never know what the fuck's going on. But I'm just saying, like, it goes both ways. You know, I mean, it goes both ways. That's all I got to say about that. There's been so many donations. I'm going to get a lawyer, donate to my lawyer fund, and no lawyers ever come out. No court proceedings ever happen. Donate to my GoFundMe. And then come to find out it's fucking fake. People have faked cancer. Fuck. People have faked all kinds of stuff around here. So, you know, when you donate money, you have to have the understanding that you're donating that money. And once you give that money up, even if it's under false pretenses, I mean, you can still ask for a refund, but you may not get it back. That's why I say don't donate. Unless you're 100% sure, don't donate. And if you do donate, don't be bitching about it later. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I on here are fraudulent in some sort of way, or lying in some sort of way. And all fucking goddamn fucking little candle fucking stick over there, so goddamn mad she's irrelevant. She's fucking trying to make herself part of this. Like, what the fuck? You just sit your ass the fuck over there, irrelevant. You just stay right the fuck on over there. Ain't nobody got time to deal with your fuck shit but Nick. Nick comes over there and fucking entertains your shit, but nobody else gives a fuck. And you want to talk about somebody, you want to talk about he's a fucking pussy boy simp for me. Well, you know what? What the fuck you call, what the fuck is Capone? What the fuck is Capone? All right, then. Don't come for me unless I fucking call for you, bitch. Don't you fucking do it. This don't fucking involve you, and it ain't got shit to do with you. And if they want to come up here or anybody wants to come up here, it ain't your fucking business. You don't like it, don't fucking watch, right? Right? All right, then. If you don't fucking like it, don't fucking watch. And don't sit here and make fucking streams and pretend you don't fucking watch when we know damn the fuck well you do. So you can cut that all the way out too with that lying ass bullshit. I'm real sick of it. And I know Vinnie G came up last night, and you know what I'm saying, he went the fuck off and shit. He, you know, but I mean, and then there really is no, I mean, I ain't got no excuse for that. You know, that's Vinnie. But you know, he there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of history there. You have to understand, you know, there's a lot of fucking history, and Molly's done a lot of shit for a lot of fucking people. So when you support that shit and people see you supporting that, and then all of a sudden you get fucked over, so you want to turn around and, you know, you want to turn and, you know, I mean, we've been trying to warn you this whole fucking time. I mean, but what the fuck do we know? Thank you, Gma as fuck, for becoming a new member. Leo Moon, thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Sally, what's up?
Hey, Queen Bee, and the chat. I am ecstatic. I can finally celebrate Molly's removal from YouTube because I was so scared she was going to find a way to come back. Molly, lean in, bitch. I got something to tell you on behalf of PMM and her kids. The karma that you said was theirs because they got sexually abused by their father. You eating the karma, bitch. You eating it. Served to you like on that. A golden platter. Sorry.
Well, now she hurt a lot of people. I mean, she did. I mean, people don't realize like that kind of claim right there. When she made that kind of claim and said that kind of shit, you can't, I mean, you know, calling for the brutal essay of Miss Wells and her mother. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Until they tell them, when they say where Summer's at, you can't say that kind of shit. No. You don't get to speak to their families like that. You know
I've been praying for this. I've been praying for this.
She was she wanted to start her shit last night. She was watching, and she immediately, as soon as Gina was in my chat, she posted a screenshot in her Patreon and started talking shit like within minutes.
Yep.
Well, if you got so much to say, fucking stand on it, click that goddamn link and come up here, Molly.
Oh, and she lied. She lied so much about PMM, and it was all proved that she lied, and she still didn't step down and apologize for what she said. No, she made PMM and her children's story the talk of the town, and then pulled up.
Can I ask who's PMM?
Potty Mouth Mama.
Oh, okay. I was just, I didn't know who that was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Potty Mouth Mama. Okay, and she did to her what I thought another human being could never do to another human being that was in so much pain, and her children suffering and in so much pain. And Molly did to her what I never thought a human being would do to another. So, Molly, eat your karma, enjoy every single spoonful of it, swallow it, digest it, and never poop it out. Thank you, Queen Bee. Thank you.
You know what? You have got a place here. You always got a place to express yourself here. That's why I keep an open panel.
I know that. I love this channel. I lurk. Okay, it's only now and again that I come out and chat. Okay, but I lurk. I watch every one of your lives. Okay.
They turn into a shit. We have shambles over here quite often, but that's all right. I think that's what makes it a good,
I love it. I love it. I do. I mean, I absolutely love it. And I thank you very much for giving everybody a place to come to vent, to rant, to get help, whatever. Okay. I thank you very, very much. And I thank chat and all the other panel people, Willow and B Tim and Voices. I thank you all. I really do. Just keep getting stronger. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to
Thank you
jump
for coming up.
Take care and have a great evening.
You too,
Ciao,
love.
ciao.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. A lot of people that she hurt. A lot of different people. She did a lot of shit to a lot of different people. And they don't forget. When you talk about somebody's family and somebody's children and you want to fucking go there, yeah, they don't forget that shit. They do not forget. It's all fun and games till it ain't, you know? And I just keep thinking back to when Mallory asked her, what would you do if you lost your channel? I would call and get it back. She said, no, what would you do if you like lost it? Oh, I would call and get it back. Well, somebody asked her last night on her stream, what would you do if Walter died? What would you do? And she said, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Well, what the hell? You better be getting it figured out. Okay, something happened. You never know. I mean, you just really never fucking know. Anyhow, though, I'm going to drop this link again and go pin it real fast before I forget. You guys, there's this channel, and it's called Recaps with Bobby. I've never heard of it until now. It's like, it's got this little cat on there. It's fucking funny as hell, you guys. Yeah, I heard CK lost her channel. Critical Case channel went down. And she was ban evading, so it's only a matter of time when you do that. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time. And then, when you got haters and shit like she's got, like Molly's got, you ain't going to have it up very long. I mean, she had it up longer than I thought she would, though. I mean, honestly, she's been had her channel up for a while, so I figured she would, I figured it'd stay up for a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just curious, Molly. I'm up here by myself. There ain't nobody else up here, so, I know. Laura, you got so much to say. Click the link. Nobody else is up here. Come on up. Come on up. Matter of fact, let me play your clip, too. Your little bullshit I got sent today. Because you sure have a lot to say. Come on up. It's pinned, baby. Aileen, come on up. It's pinned. The link's pinned at the top, baby. Click the link at the top. It'll bring you right up here. That's how StreamYards works. Click the fucking link at the top, baby. Come on. That's how you do it. Oh, Molly is a whole fucking troll. You know what? I'll tell you something right now. She fucking... Oh, voices. I forgot. You know what? I forgot. You wasn't even in here, huh? You wasn't in here last night. Gina came up on the panel. JillyBean came up on the panel. Now, see, I wish she wouldn't have came in hot. That's what I do. I wish JillyBean wouldn't have came in hot because I feel like a conversation needs to be had. You know what I mean? I think it would be a good conversation if she can control herself. Because, I let her go on and on and on for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But then she fucking made a fool of herself continuing on and on and on trying to be an asshole. So I had to fucking mute her. And then she wanted to continue on. I'm like, nah, fuck this. So I had to fucking remove her because you're not going to do that shit on my motherfucking panel. No, this is my fucking panel. You ain't finna do that to me. We ain't going to have that. But we can have a mutual understanding. We can be respectful of each other, but you not finna disrespect the fuck out of me like that and stay up here. Hell no. That ain't going to happen. Anyways, though, I feel like there could have been, it could have been a constructive conversation, you know what I'm saying, had she, kept composure of herself. But I understand coming in hot too. She's new to fucking YouTube. She's a creator like Diamond Cutter tried to tell her. You are my fucking content, whether you like that or not. And when people see you e-begging, and I know you've seen Molly doing this, so you think it's okay. And you know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, people donate to whoever they want to. But when you sit and talk about that your entire stream, or you're forever, you know, laying your PayPal down, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, having it scrolling nonstop, and people are going to talk on it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really give a fuck what you do, but people are going to talk about it. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, is Gina's in here? Well, gee, she knows where the link's at. She clicked that motherfucker too, and bring her ass right back on up here. She dropped down yesterday because Vinnie was going off, and I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to come up on a panel with, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to come up on a panel and be in a chat with people you know they don't like you, they don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard as hell. We know that. Every one of us knows that. We know how it is. So it's hard to be in a chat, let alone on a panel with people you know are gonna, you know what I'm saying? We were pretty respectful though to Gina. You know what I'm saying? Even while she was up here, you know, but like I told her, you know, it's about taking accountability as well. And you wasn't down to be doing any of that last night. So I emailed her back this morning and let her know. Hey, little dove, I hope you're feeling better, baby. I hope you get to feeling better, love. Yeah, I don't know. Molly, like I said, Molly wants to fucking keep running her goddamn mouth. If she's got so much to say, click the fucking link. I like Diamond Cutter too. She was talking about it yesterday about the shit with Jilly, and like I said, I know it pisses her off, but you know, when you're when somebody's going over your video, like Heel said, they're going over your video you know, to give their opinions on it. Commentary, you know, just what it is. Oh, hold on, Julie. What'd you say? I'm sorry, baby. I left last night because I got so aggravated over Navy, and now I've missed what happened with MGL. Yeah, see, I think Navy had a couple beers, maybe, you know what I'm saying? And he, you know, like I said, he just wanted to stick up for his people when he came on here, and I get that, you know what I mean? Because when you hang out with somebody, you know what I'm saying, for a while, and, you know, fucking with people's kids is a pretty harsh allegation, you know what I mean? That's so even if he doesn't get along with them, or even if he's not in the Discord, I felt like he was compelled to say something, you know what I mean? Because, and I say that because if somebody accused Cappy, or, you know what I mean, be Tim or anybody else, I would be compelled to want to stand up and be like, no, we don't fucking roll like that. Whether I get along with them or not, you know, we don't fucking roll like that. We never have. We're not going to. So I would be, you know, compelled to want to stand up and say something too. You know what I mean? That's fine. Do what you got to do, Gina. Do what you got to do. We'll be around. If we're here, we're here. If we're not, we're not. Right. Crime and contour. I'm telling you right now, anybody that's been here for a minute can spot sad fishing right away. Fuck yeah. Now, Julie, was you the one that was up there with Uni? From my understanding, JK, he didn't go back. Actually, there was quite a few people that left, and they didn't leave to come over here. They didn't leave to come be like up my ass. No, they just left because, you know, and I have to agree. One of them said, you know, this is the kind of shit we're calling out. And you know what I'm saying? This is the kind of shit we're calling out. So for you to turn around and do this and be like this I don't stand for that and respect that. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to stand next to somebody that's doing shit that you're calling out. Army Vet, thank you for your $2.99 super sticker, love. I appreciate you. Yeah, they did, Tammy. Listen, Gina popped up. First of all, I think Jilly popped up first, didn't she? I can't fucking remember. One of them, but they both popped up here. So I have no clue what happened last night. So far, I know Gina and Jilly were up. Vinny showed up, and MGL had a fit about it afterwards. Is that about right? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, you got it. Vinnie G went off on Gina. You want your camera on, baby, or you want it off? Here, let me put this up real quick just so I can talk to you first, you know. I just don't want to pop you up here if you're not comfortable with it being on. Okay, baby. I got you up here, but the screen is overlaid. You want your camera on or you want it off?
Off.
Okay, there's a button down at the bottom next to your mic, and it's a camera button. You can push that, and it'll turn your camera off. There you go. Perfect. All right, so now it's just your letter. How are you, baby?
I'm good. I just wanted to say I watched Laura's live this morning, and
last night.
Well, it was last night, but
or midnight. Yeah,
I caught on the replay.
Right.
And I felt so bad for Nick. I like him. I think he's a nice guy. And
well, yeah, and he is. He really is. I mean,
yeah.
he gets on my nerves because he's like a little brother to me. So he knows, like, when he fucks with his mic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He knows that shit works my nerves. But just like my little brothers, they used to do the same little shit. You know. So I mean, but he's part of the hive, and that's for her to keep talking shit and keep doing that and calling him a little bitch and saying he's a little bitch boy.
Oh, she was brutal.
I mean,
brutal. I was like shocked. I can't believe she was saying this shit to him. I was like, oh my God.
Well, yeah, and what does she think fucking Capone is? I mean, look at him. He goes chat room to chat room, comments to comments, you know what I'm saying, stirring shit and doing all kinds of stuff. Speaking up for her, sticking up for her like nonstop.
Hi.
Hey, Aileen, how are you, babe?
I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm really mad today. I woke up to bullshit.
Yeah, that's. Give me 1 second. Let me let Patricia finish, baby. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anybody was talking. I was taking forever to try to get on here. It was crazy.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's all right, baby.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, whoever Patricia is. Go ahead.
We're talking about Nick. When she watched Laura's stream or whatever this morning, she caught on the replay and she was watching how all the shit she was saying to Nick. Matter of fact, I got some.
I missed all that. I'm sorry, I missed all that because I was playing with the Safari thing on this phone. I hate this phone. I hate this iPhone. I really do. I hate it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Patricia. Continue on, baby. I'm sorry.
I was just shocked the way she was talking to him. She was so degrading to him. And he was so patient and kind and so respectful. Because I don't think he has a mean bone in his body. And I was like, I could never speak to someone that way, the way she was speaking. This was before he even got, on panel. And, she kind of calmed down after that, but still.
Yes, I don't really watch her shit at all, but I will tell you this much. I'll play this. Let me see. I'll play this because this is from last night. I think this is what you're talking about, when Nick came up there before.
Yeah. It was before, and then she kind of calmed down, once he got on panel. I mean, she wasn't as bad as to prior. Prior, she was like saying, really, just outrageous things to him. And I was like, oh my God, this poor guy,
Yeah,
But
I'm going to play one of her clips. Hold on 1 second. For people who have not watched it.
Is different. You cut out a total part of that when I asked Gina why she was in the chat dogging me, right? When she doesn't know me. When I was just bringing clarity to the situation of you talking about Jones and Dad molesting her. Did you not say that? It's already been put out there.
Okay, but Nick, who cares?
Everybody cares. Okay. Laura, that's fucking wrong. You shouldn't say shit like that.
You said, why didn't I play the video? But who cares?
Because you cut that part out when she says, I clearly chose the wrong camp. I was talking about Marissa. No, I was talking about you in that situation because I was only brought up you, didn't bring up Marissa, and she's like, clearly chose the wrong camp.
Okay, let me explain something to you. If you knew the whole situation and you knew where she came from and all that other stuff,
come on.
then it wouldn't matter how many times you mention my name because she comes from Marissa's camp. She doesn't come from my camp. She comes from Marissa's camp.
Chime in, me not being able to have.
Yeah, that's about the Gina stuff.
Oh, I got a lot to say about that too.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes long. So it's not, it's long, but it's not like super long. But it's long enough. You know what I mean?
But Queen, I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
To you. I did follow Molly Golightly, and I did follow Bullhorn Betty prior to this. Prior to coming to your channel, I was kind of like sucked in.
Hey, that's okay. That happens. It does. It really. And that's okay.
I have a big heart, and I kind of like. There's a lot of people that get sucked into that bullshit.
Yes, it's easy to fall in. It's easy to fall in with it. It really is.
Yeah.
Especially when you think they're doing the right thing and helping, and you know what I mean. You really believe that they're doing the right thing, and then you take a step back and see, like, damn, they really are not doing the right thing.
Right, and I honestly haven't been on YouTube that long. I really haven't. So
Well, see, and that's another thing too, is there's people who have been on here 5 and 6 years who have seen her do this, for the last 5 years. And then there's people who have only seen it the last 6 months, and they don't know, they don't understand, the people she's hurt and the things that she's done, because they're not here to see it. They weren't here to see it, they don't know the history.
So I like I said, I'm guilty of being a supporter of those people, because I thought in the beginning they were doing the right thing, and then I followed other channels, and I became aware of how people are on YouTube, and I was kind of naive, I just didn't realize.
Well, and it happens to a lot of people. You'd be surprised. It happens to a lot of people. It really does. It's not the only one. Follow the Grain, actually, one of the girls that comes up here, she hangs out with us quite a bit. She actually came from Bullhorn Betty's channel, and when she seen what was going on with the Quentin Simon case, she had actually came over here to talk to us about what we were doing. When we ended up talking to her and showed her and explained things to her, she was like, wow. And that she's over here every day now. She hangs out with us all the time.
Also, Ellie. Also,
hey, BCM, what's up? Ellie's not up here. This is Patricia.
No. I'm saying Ellie came from Dolly Vision.
Ellie, I thought she came from Brittany's.
Oh, I also think she also watched Dolly Vision, and also I think Jonesin was Ryan Upchurch fan.
Yeah,
also like Dolly Vision as well.
So people have come from all. I don't hold a grudge on anybody or where you go or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
no, but I just, what I'm saying to you is that because I follow these people, and I think Nick kind of felt like he was being scorned for following you, or following Dietz, or following Jonesin, or the way Laura was treating him last night. It was so disrespectful, and
Laura's a disrespectful person. It's just how she is.
Yeah, she is. She's just nasty. That's just what she.
She's like doesn't follow any of her goddamn advice. She's like, don't talk about me, and then she talks about you constantly. She's like a little chihuahua that just like bites at your fucking knee, like your fucking shins, and it's like, ma'am, no one talks about you. No one gives a fuck about you. Go back to your 1,500 views that you get from your videos. No one gives a fuck about you, ma'am. Now take that and make a lie about it. Okay, no, and that's what you insert yourself into shit that has nothing to do with you. You insert yourself with the Diamond Cutter situation. No offense, Diamond Cutter can talk about this shit for 50 years down the line. If someone took a picture of my penis and proceeded to fucking lie about me and say all types of shit about me, oh hell, I would be talking about the day I fucking died. So Diamond Cutter has a pass to talk about Molly all she fucking wants. You don't have to come. You don't come in there and just say, "Oh, why are you talking about her?" It's only been 8 fucking months, okay, ma'am. So Diamond Cutter can talk about it. She has a pass. So insert yourself away from her fucking shit right now. This
see,
whole
that's
Gina.
another thing too that I don't think Gina realized. Like Molly took a picture of someone's, private area and laughed about it and sent it to her friends and teed and haha. So there's a lot of people that don't with Molly. They just don't like her, And,
yeah, you know what? And it's not your fucking drama, Laura. So stay the fuck out of Diamond Cutter's division. And JillyBean, or whatever the fuck her name is, insert herself. Yeah, insert herself in between a Diamond Cutter situation so Diamond Cutter can review her. And this whole thing about, 30 view, you shouldn't review someone with 30 views watching. Well, motherfucker, you do it all the time. And sometimes you get 30 views and we review you. So shut the fuck up. No one cares about you, Laura.
Damn, beats him, preach it. Shit.
No one gives a fuck about you, Laura. Go back to...
That's right. Nobody gives a shit about you, Laura. This is Aileen, by the way, Laura. You can go fuck yourself. How about that, Laura?
This is a woman.
Because maybe I'll just end up down in Alabama, Laura.
Yeah, and this is a woman who's like threatened to dox me, threatened to she put it on her community tab. So I really don't give a fuck, honestly.
Hold on, B-Tim. Did you hear what she said about you?
Did
you hear what she said about you? Because today I chose violence today, baby. Listen to this.
What did she say about my B-Tim?
I know. Look, that B-Tim and Nick jerk off to her voice.
Oh, nobody wants to jerk off to your voice, Laura. Your voice sounds like you're fucking a demon. Nobody wants to jerk off to your voice, bitch.
Hold on, listen, be quiet. Listen.
Yeah, 0. Why is he watching? I don't know. Him and B-Tim probably jerk off to me.
No, ma'am.
You nasty ass B.
No, man, you're the one who lets your dog hump you when he's in heat, you fucking foul pig. You're nasty.
Whoa.
You're nasty. You're nasty, Laura. You're a nasty bitch. All right?
Nasty girl. You nasty.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the dog thing.
Yeah, that's disgusting. There was a video of it. Yes, it's disgusting.
I have to see the video. I'm not going to just jump on that. I kind of have to see the video on that one.
She's foul. She's foul.
I mean, I kind of don't want to see the video, but I'm not going to make accusations like that without knowing that actually exists.
Well, I saw it, so that's why I said it. Or else
trust but verify. I'll have
Shambles, get your ass in here.
Shambles. Yeah, I wasn't sad on there last night. I just, she wanted to kind of pin on the narrative. So I'm like, just drop the link. We'll have a civil conversation. She dropped the link, and I went up there, and it was very, very easy. I'm not saying, I wasn't.
I don't like taking her fucking. I don't want to take her shitty. I don't want to give any attention to her shitty.
I don't give a fuck. I don't even after this again. I'm going back to icing the bitch out, and not speaking to her. This is what she had to say after this. After Nick went up there.
He's a bitch boy.
Oh, she was pissed. She was fucking pissed.
But that's a funny thing. I don't even fucking talk about it. Oh, I mean, think about what he just said. Why didn't you play the clip of what I said to Gina? Ooh, so I could jerk off hearing your voice?
What?
What the fuck? Why do you care what I played?
Why does everything have to do with sex with this woman?
Because she doesn't get it. That's why. She doesn't get it. She has to travel to other states to get it.
How do you not see? How do you look in a mirror and say, I'm a man? Oh my God. You're anything
I don't have to. I just look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I think we scared our new piano guest off.
Something along the lines of, remember when I was on Laura's panel? And remember what you said about me? Remember that you said, I forgot what it was, that, you don't like the roach channels? And that Queen Bee's a roach channel? Here's a news flash, Nick. And I really fucking mean this. Yeah, grab the logo for this. But I really mean this. Queen Bee's pretty tough. I think she can handle herself. She doesn't need a little pussy boy going room to room to stick up for her.
Like Capone?
Keep up.
Right, like Capone.
And I wasn't going up there to stick up for you.
And then the funny thing is, she actually thinks she's a mob boss.
Oh, well, we gotta watch out
right,
for
where the
her.
fuck does that?
Look out for her. Guess what, bitch? Real mob bosses know how to handle themselves. Real mob bosses.
Who the fuck is a mob boss, bitch? Surely the fuck it ain't you.
Don't need fucking.
I think it's you.
Hey, don't she?
I forgot the part where Carlo Gambino went on YouTube to complain about all the YouTube drama. I'm sure that's exactly what a mob boss does. Very much.
She said, I don't need people running around sticking up for me. Well, Capone, your fucking job's done, bud.
Yeah.
Crystal Langford and Capone, you're in the chat. You are tongue is up her. The stuff you guys say is ridiculous.
I mean, I don't even like talking about Laura because like she does this like this is a tactic of Laura when no one talks about her. Yeah, she wants to be relevant, and she's like, that's the whole thing. Like she has no substance.
She was mad as hell that Gina and Jilly were over here. That's her thing. Why you don't know them? No explanation. And then Nick went over there talking shit. So of course that she tries to make herself relevant.
Yeah,
I mean,
I had to go up there and correct what she was saying because
I don't fuck with her, but you know what I'm saying. She had I got a video over there. Okay,
what she did, Queen, was she purposely took out the part where I asked Gina, why you were doing this, and this while she was, was up there and she was talking about Jones, and she purposely cut that out because she didn't want her crowd to hear that. You know what I mean? She did not want her crowd to hear about the famous horrible shit she said about Jones and you on that kick stream. So that's why I asked her in the chat, and then I asked her to drop the link, and she said no. I'm like, all right, fine. And then she goes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Nick a special favor and drop the link. Well, I blew her some kisses and winked at her at the end. So I think she might have went to bed with my face in her mind. So
sweet.
She might have had a rose with her too, if you know what I mean.
I kind of agree with Pork here. You get me nervous while driving. I'm like, oh
me?
Yeah.
Oh me.
Don't worry. I'm paying attention to the road. Don't worry about it. I'm in Maryland right now.
Don't look into the camera. Just watch the road.
Watch the road.
I'm not looking at high.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm good.
Well, yeah,
I might be on my way to Ohio.
She's jealous as fuck that Jilly and Gina came up here to talk about shit, and Molly was mad. That's all there is to it. Molly was fucking pissed.
Well, why did they come up? Hey, hold on.
Link. Stop being a puss, Molly, and click the fucking link.
Why did they come up? I missed the whole thing. I was asleep last night, and this morning
because Gina is now subscribed to us for some reason. And
stop. She's a scammer. Stop.
Yeah, she likes us for some reason, and she was basically booted by Molly's crew.
Right, that's why.
Begging.
So join the Roach channel, Gina. Join the Roach channel. You're a scammer. I've been following you. You're a scammer. I don't care what anybody says. She scammed that lady. Yes, that lady gave money.
Okay, that NavyVet. So she came up here and said that she dropped messages on her. On her Facebook that the lady said that God told her to donate that money to her.
Yeah. And by the way, just like lower your volume a little bit because you're screaming a lot, and I have headphones, and it's like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just aggravated, and I'm mad.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to go deaf. Some people also complain their ears are bleeding as well. So
your voice is so sexy, Tim. Oh, I love it.
No, it's not.
I turned it down. I turned your mic down a little bit. I think. I don't know if.
All right. I'm sorry. It might be.
Oh, it's good now. Yeah, perfect. No, you're good now.
It's okay.
You're good now.
I'm loud anyway because I'm from Jersey, so we're like loud people. It's just me.
Oh, I am. I'm loud too.
I can agree to that.
But so, what did Jilly come up there? What did JillyBean come up there for?
Well, she came up to talk to Diamond Cutter because Diamond Cutter is calling her out for being an e-bagger and constantly asking for money. And she's like, it's my Cash App. Why does anybody care? Well, then she got mad and because Diamond Cutter had done commentary on her live stream. And she's like, well, just tell the truth. If you want to tell, if you're going to do it, just tell the truth. Diamond Cutter said, I did tell the truth. You know what I mean? And she did her commentary on it and she got pissed off about it, but there's nothing you can do. It's under fair use. And like Diamond Cutter said, I can share your stuff under fair use at any time. You know what I mean? Or whatever. She doesn't seem to really understand how YouTube works like that. You know what I mean?
Well, then she needs to get off YouTube then. If she don't understand YouTube, she needs to get off.
She got some stuff to learn as she goes. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
all in all, she was like something about why do people care? Well, then she's like, when I get monetized, and she said something about the green button. Well, I was like, well, when you're monetized, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of getting monetized is to, you know what I'm saying? Be able to make money on here, for people to donate. But then she was like, I'm waiting to get monetized. So I was like, okay, so how are you? So she's dropping her Cash App and her PayPal like nonstop. And then I guess something about there was a story of she was going to go visit Molly and got money to go see her and never went and seen her, never gave the money back. That was a story that, you know what I mean? I think she came up to try to correct that. Anyhow, she was being really fucking rude, got really shitty, came in hot, and it didn't work out too well. So we clashed, and then she got kicked. So,
Oh, by the way, exposure. I'm about to say Earth exposure file says alert video in your.
I know
inbox
she
screen.
said that like 15 times. I already went and looked. It's okay. I got it,
Okay,
baby.
cool,
So,
cool.
It's okay.
Yeah, you care to get me confused with your new name, Earth, because I keep on thinking you're Exposure Arena with that name.
No, it's Earth, but I got it. I seen her. She's put in like 3 or 4 in the chat, so it's.
Oh,
it's a SOS message.
Oh shit!
You got a new member too, by the way. I put in the back for Tiddler52.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't like. I don't even like talking about Laura because I feel like she's just fucking trying to get like views, and it's like, ma'am, okay, I get you. Your channel is dying, and you need to talk about us, and you need to watch every live about Queen, but like, you're not relevant. You don't do anything on your channel. You don't do anything interesting at all on your channel. I don't
She
even like
watches
talking about
Queen.
it. Yeah, you watch Queen more than I do, and I'm on the panel.
Yeah, she watches Queen. Trust me, I got her on that. The debate didn't go well for her last night. Once again,
it's not a debate when a person is like literally just has no points to
conversation. I mean,
exactly, that's true.
I mean, like she's just like irrelevant, and I'm just like, ma'am, just like you're not relevant. You don't do anything interesting. You don't make your own content. Your whole channel, like you always comment about, oh, these clip channels are so malicious. They clip you and talk about you all the time. Fucking Laura, you've become a clip channel. You've become a commentary channel on Queen Bee. That's what you have. Like every live is about Queen Bee. I mean, and when you actually don't talk about Queen Bee, you talk about true crime and you get like I don't know, 1,000 views, and that's
60 people in your chat.
What?
She had like 68 people, and then she had 122 last night.
Yeah, and it's like it's not working for you. This formula of kissing.
I was worried about all these fucking numbers and buying likes and my fucking bullshit, but she worries about my motherfucking numbers more than I do. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. Even look at the numbers, to be honest with you. I don't care. I don't fucking
I was
care.
waiting for her to bring that like thing up, and I was just gonna but she didn't bring it up, so I left that alone.
Yeah, and it's like I don't like talking about you. You don't do anything interesting. You don't cover. I mean, I'd rather talk about T-Rev, to be completely honest with you. Like, I'd rather talk about a channel that actually does things. You know, who actually Drunken Turkey is doing the WSU mom coming back on there tonight. I'm probably gonna be watching that shit.
Gina left that chat, by the way, last night. After I said a couple of things and whatnot, I'm like, Gina will attest to that because she was talking about something that was said on Queen's panel, which was incorrect, and the way she was explaining it, and Gina ended up leaving the chat. I noticed Jilly was still there, and then Jilly ended up leaving, and then obviously what did she? Oh, didn't she? That she complained about us saying Uncle Capone is syphilis.
Yeah, well, that's because we're making fun of his name. It's because Capone died of syphilis, so that was the joke.
Right.
It's crazy. It's like you guys think it's right to say stuff like, and I'm like, are you serious? And then she goes, you guys talk about Bullhorn Betty's hair, and I'm like, are you serious? No, you're talking about his bad hairdo style. Yes, we do.
Yes, people laugh at her hair because it's funny.
She's a fool.
It's funny. I'm sorry, Laura, that people laugh at things that are funny. I mean,
Patricia, she jumped down. She's like, I can't. I don't know. This is kind of,
Yeah, I think
it was too much for me.
I think it was Nick. Nick scared her.
Oh God, did I?
Yeah, you're terrifying, Nick. You're terrifying.
How dare you? How dare you?
Ellie's gone. I think was Ellie up here? I don't know. Follow the Grain was up, and she ran as well. She's gone now.
Yeah, I was gonna say Follow the Grain skedaddled.
Yeah, I think Nick scared her with the whole going after, But yeah, I mean, I don't even like talking about Laura because I feel like I'm giving her what she wants.
Well, yeah, but and moving on, because I don't fuck her. She's irrelevant anyways. Moving on here though, JillyBean, YouTube is a lot different, and I know that she's like, people were asking for my Amazon wish list. People were asking for me to do cash apps and stuff. You know what I mean? But if you don't want people counting your fucking money, then don't talk about it every fucking day. Don't come on here e-begging every single day because people are going to talk about that.
Or you could do
you guys think you need to make money and you want to, this is a side job or a second job or something like that. And that's the thing. It's hard for people to, I mean, you can do what you want to do. It's your life. It's your channel. It's your whatever, but it's really hard to depend on YouTube money because anything can happen at any time,
Or you could be like Mallory and just embrace the e-begging and just be like, get a golden cup and just embrace it and stop complaining about people calling you an e-beggar and just embrace it and make it into like a character or a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like at a certain, like, that's why people are like, okay, Mallory e-begs. Well, she admits it, so no one really talks about it because we already know. It's like you can't be like, you know what I mean? Like you're going to get criticized whenever you.
Well, everybody knows, and that's you donate if you want to donate, and you don't if you don't. I mean, you know, she fucking e-begs, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and no one has. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, like she puts it up front, says, "Here's my golden cup. You want to donate? Donate. Boom." But don't complain that people call you an e-beggar when you're e-begging. Just simple as that, man. Just simple as that. And then and if you get comments from people calling you e-beggar, that's not the worst thing to be called on YouTube, to be completely honest with you.
Right.
There's a lot worse.
Well, like I said, I wish she wouldn't have came in so fucking hot because we probably could have had a nice conversation. You know what I mean? She seems like she's not fucking stupid. So, I mean, you know what I mean? But she was pretty emotional, and I'm sure she fucking got cussed out by Molly for even being up here.
Yeah.
She's too fucking coward. She won't even click the goddamn link herself.
The hell with Molly. Marissa, you're an ass. You're a bitch. You're
Got
stupid,
so much
you're
to fucking
lonely.
say, but won't click the goddamn link yourself.
Well, you know,
Look, as soon as Gina clicked the link, as soon as Gina got my chats, no sooner was she in my chats. This screenshot right here. Let me see if it's in here. Let me go put it.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, let me go put it back up. I'll go put it back up right now, real quick, show you. So last night, as soon as she got in here, she put these in her Patreon. She actually sent a message to Gina and told her, you're a fake or something like that. Hold on.
So she was definitely watching. It's got new coffee. It's strong. Oof. Do you drink coffee, Tim, or no?
What'd you say?
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
I drink iced coffee.
Yep, me too.
And tea as well. Depends on the tea. I might have like a chocolate flavored tea.
Yeah, just no China tea, right?
Yeah, definitely no China spring tea or whatever. Respectful, why come here if you are telling Uni how hateful we are, how unwelcome we are? I'm genuinely. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, but yeah, I mean, like I saw a little bit of Gina, like the JillyBean, or is it JillyBean? I don't know.
It's Jilly, but I call it JillyBean.
I'm gonna go with JillyBean from now on. Change your name to JillyBean.
Yeah,
it's easier to remember.
That's what I call her. Yeah, she looks like one. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say that, but like you came in here, you were disrespectful to Queen. She told you to like one at a time to keep it even, and you didn't, and you just basically just shit on her platform. She kicked you. It's like, okay, you want to be disrespectful, then you're going to be kicked. You want to act like an animal, then you get kicked. You want to act like a human being and let people talk and have a conversation, then you can stay. Very simple, ma'am. So,
yeah. I wonder if that's a screenshot that she took or she got sent to her.
And also, you probably need a period in that. God, you are fake as fuck. Period. You deserve everything that happens to you. Period. Just saying.
Okay, so this right here is our chat. You see the box right here, the dark one with the faces and stuff in it right here. This top box.
Mm-hmm.
That's the chat. That's a screenshot of the chat. She sent that screenshot to Gina. The message below it, she typed out and said, girl, you are fake as fuck. You deserve everything that happens to you. And then she screenshotted that text message from her, her and Gina. This is the text thread between her and Gina. She screenshotted it and posted it in her Patreon and said, bye, Gina.
Bye, Marissa. Gina don't need you.
Yeah, I mean, like, let me tell you something. JillyBean and
that was right. That was as Gina was in the chat last night. This happened as she was in the chat last night, and then she continued to run her mouth. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you bet on the wrong horse. You thought the 80K sub people were going to come to you, and you were going to get all the scraps from fucking Molly Golightly, and it turned out she had maybe 2,000 people that actually watch her. Congratulations, you played yourself, and now you're all fucking scrounging and fighting for crumbs, and you're eating each other alive for donos. So
that's right.
And even Laura is part of the fighting. She's fighting for those scraps as well. And you're seeing the results of it. You know what I mean? And you basically played yourselves completely. Instead of being honest, like
Well, see,
Gina.
the bad thing is Gina came in show. So the first comment she comes in here, I know you guys missed it, but last night she come in and she goes, "You guys were right."
I've seen it.
I got or whatever, and
The roaches was right. Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
all people were right.
And I just, you know, and Gina, you could have easily turned the whole, like when Molly was trans bashing Mallory, you could have easily turned it around and stood on your principles and say, hey, I might not like Mallory, but you know what? We're in the part of the same community. You can't do that shit. And you would have had a bunch of people visiting you. You would have had a growing channel. You would have had people supporting you. But yet now you're fucking in this situation. This is like, you got to be real. And she wasn't real. And now that
I said the same thing.
You would have had so much support from a lot of people, even like Molly's supporters. Everyone would have respected you on that particular point. But just hold out. I'm going to hold that opinion. You sold out. You sold out your community.
You let her trans bash Mallory. You should have stuck up because you're in that whole community. That was disgusting. And I wrote to Queen and I told her that. I said, that's disgusting. If this girl is not standing up for her own people,
Yeah, you
you're
did,
crazy.
actually. Yeah, you did.
I was disgusted with you. Disgusted.
So,
How dare you?
Yeah. So, yeah, you know what? It shows. That's what my opinion is. And with JillyBean, I would suggest. I actually think you should change your name to JillyBean, actually, because it's better. But I would
much nicer. I like
just embrace people, just like ignore people. If like a little internet advice, because I always give advice even to people I don't like. Just ignore people calling you e-beggars and basically
embrace it.
And
Well,
just embrace it.
You are. You're either gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to. I mean, because that's what it is. You know.
Even if you don't
really. Voodoo Sue, I will have to try that. I was drinking coffee every day. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh, okay. Just basically ignore them. If you believe that they're just basically just saying shit that just is not true, just ignore them and just move on and just focus on content and entertaining people, and people will donate to you. But when you basically come up here and crying, oh my God, Diamond Cutter's reviewing me and watching my videos, and oh my God, people call me e-beggars, then guess what? That's not going to work now.
It's going to happen. It's part of YouTube. It happens to everybody.
Happens to everyone. You don't think
like I said, she came in pissed off, which I mean, you know that. I mean, sometimes we all come in pissed off like that. But like I said, the conversation didn't get very far very fast because she was you know what I mean. I was trying to be calm for a little bit, but
no, you were. She was elevated. She would not stop talking over people because I went back and rewatched it.
I mean, do you realize those people that talk shit about me? You'd hear me like complain, oh my God, they're talking shit about me. I'm going to make a whole fucking life. No, I don't give a fuck. I just don't watch it. Just like I don't watch Laura. Only time I've actually watched Perplex QT's channel is actually people who actually review her or clips, basically. And I'm just like, oh, okay. But I don't
fucking waste of time. Shit, that's the fucking hour I'll never get back in my life.
That is true. That is true. It's just I saw that she was talking about us, so I was like, all right, I click on to see what.
When is she not talking about?
When is she not talking about us? Fuck her. I don't click on her shit not once. Shit. Nah.
And I'm not going to jump on her panel to give her content. I'm just like, ma'am, I don't feel like giving you content because your channel's boring. You don't have anyone with like actual interesting guests on. You don't talk about. Did she even like when she talked about Brian Kohlberger? Did she even know about Stickergate? Should she even know about those little? She didn't even try to debunk those. It's like I don't know.
She needs to focus on her candles. She needs to focus on her candles that she makes.
Yeah, I don't know.
In 904, Kylie Rodney case. Remember Megan, one of her friends? She was arguing with somebody in our chat saying that Megan was someone's mother, not one of her friends. The Meg girl. She doesn't know. She either forgets or just doesn't put any effort into it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like okay, focus on content, creating content. You want to talk about Queen Bee all the time, then change your name to I don't know, Queen Bee Fan Club. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's like every video is about us. It's like, okay, ma'am. And then you say, don't talk about us. Don't talk about it. And then when we don't talk about her for a week, she talks about us.
Yeah, she throws the fucking fit.
Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think she likes when we talk about her. So.
She likes it because it's the only way she gets more views. It's like, it's just basically that simple. Because what happens is that we talk about her. and then she makes a live about it, and then all the people that don't like us go to her channel. She does like the clickbait. She goes real hard in the beginning, and then she just like talks to the chat, and then she advertises her candles. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Like I tried to throw a life vest. I mean, come on, you would take that back, right? What you said about Jones did it. Nope, no, I wouldn't. And I looked there, I'm like, all right.
Yes.
She can't dig herself out of a hole if you gave her freaking a ladder and a step ladder to put on the step ladder.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know your game by now, Laura. It's like this is your game. You just do this because you're trying to get views. I get it. I get the idea of what you're doing. You say something really fucked up about me, like I'm gonna whack off to your voice. No, I don't, ma'am.
She wishes, beats him. She wishes
No.
somebody would do that.
No.
Last night I said I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'm gonna be dreaming of you just like you said I'm going to. And
Yeah.
I just blew her a kiss and gave her a couple winky winks.
Gross.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't. Yeah, I you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't. I don't think about you, Laura, to be honest with you. I haven't thought about you. Matter of fact, I was more thinking about like the whole Unirock situation than you, because it's just like you're not relevant.
I have something to say about that too, about those letters, those emails that you got, Queen.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, you go. I was censoring the voodoo. You go.
Well, those emails, it really sounds a lot like JLR and BHB's tactics. I'm telling you right now. Because they don't like Uni. I don't like him. Listen, I'm not on his side. I can't say I'm subscribed to him because of the bullshit he did. But however, it doesn't seem like him. I went back to a lot of his videos and watched them. And then I heard last night you had Navy on, which I like Navy. He seems like a really cool guy, okay? And he even said it didn't sound like him. And I went through it again and read it again, and it sounds more like JLR and BHB. I'm telling you. They sent those emails thinking they want to be funny, so they don't like Uni. They want him off. Well, he's an ass. He should be off. But anyway, they're trying to get people to go against him and do whatever, okay? So he gets off, and everybody goes and contacts YouTube and all that other stuff. It's them, I'm telling you. I'm telling you everything that I got, which isn't much, but everything that I got, I'm telling you, this is JLR and BHB's tactics. Trust me. One of their peoples. Somebody in there, it's one of them. It's in their camp.
I have a couple other theories, but I'm gonna try to figure them out in the back end before I even say them out loud. So don't even give them attention unless you guys want me to. You know what I mean? They're just theories, though.
I want to hear it.
Beast Boy would be one of them. Beast Boy would be one of them, and then just Wolf Guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The emails?
Yeah. Because I was doing I stayed up late last night, guys, because I slept.
What do you mean? What emails? What?
I mean emails.
Where the emails are coming. Yeah.
Your email.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was I didn't get no one from Wolf. Nothing. No.
He's alleged. He's thinking that it's from someone. He's trying to figure out the origins of who might have sent them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. Okay. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, he's just like, personally, I think it's probably an idiot Uni fan that thinks he's he's helping Uni, but he's really fucking Uni over.
Oh no, opposite of a Uni fan. I think it's a Uni hater.
You think so? I think it's I mean that's a possibility, but I think like a person, I don't think Uni himself has anything to do with these letters. I in my opinion, I think probably either it's a Uni fan that's a fucking idiot, or a troll. That's just basically Trump. I think it's either or. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I think Uni's just like too, like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I mean, like, he keeps on fucking up completely. Like, if I heard that, like, letters were sent to, to threaten families to all of my detractors, the first thing I would say is I disavow, I don't agree with going after people's families. It's fucked up completely. Guys, if you're doing it from my side, don't fucking do it. And I'm just gonna kick you from the Discord, and I don't want anyone near me with that fucking shit. And then just you make it a very, very solid. You just say it like that, and that's it. But he does it, and he goes on these like. You sit here and you look at him like, bro, it's like, it's.
But maybe he doesn't know about it. Maybe he doesn't know.
He does know. He did know. We watched him last night. Yeah, we watched him last night.
We went back and rewatched it.
Come on, Uni now. Listen, Uni, I know you're watching this. You better.
Yeah, he just made like, well, they should just go to the police. And then he went on like a 1111 like an hour. He was just like,
he was more constantly playing video games.
yeah, and it's like, bro, like you gotta like make your, you know what I mean? And you sit there and you look at him. It's like you've been on the internet for this long and you don't even know what to do. The simple things, man.
Oh,
Simple
no,
things.
come on, Unity. You got to do better, baby. You got to do better. You got to stand up, because if this was on your side, you know damn well everybody on this side would be backing you up 100%, bro. Come on. Do better than that.
Yeah, he just makes, and then like I was watching this channel with called Recap with Bobby, with it's basically a cat.
Oh, that
person.
cat video is funny as hell. But did you guys see Heels' video where he tried to do his little map?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, I fucking died laughing. I'm like, oh my God. So now we went from Lettergate to Emailgate to Mapgate.
Mapgate.
Seriously.
His file is charged. I love my friend. I love Heels and Mia.
Damn it.
Man, and it's like I'm sitting here and I saw that, man. I was like, what the hell are you doing with the board? And I didn't even understand what the hell he was talking about. I was like sitting there, I was like,
God,
what?
Yeah, he talks in circles, word salad, like straight fucking word salad.
And he's like, I'm going to be dropping videos about this whole. I'm like, bro, what type of video? I've never.
You know,
Why
I
not do
assessed
a
him.
live
I think he's
stream
on
about it?
I think he's on medication, and I think because
Don't
of
say
people,
that.
you know.
Don't say
I
that.
don't know
I'm
what
serious.
he's
I'm
on.
not saying drugs. I'm not saying drugs. I'm talking like medication for mental health.
No,
And I
don't
think
say that.
maybe-
No, don't. I don't agree with that. Please don't like say things about like a person's mental health without actual proof of it. Just I don't want to do that.
Well, it's got to be something.
Well, it could be
That's
just his
not
bad
normal.
behavior. It could be his bad behavior. I just don't want to insinuate like no, like I don't want to like
Yeah,
say
it's
anything
well,
about
that's-
himself.
I mean,
Yeah, it's narcissist. That's it.
But I mean, that's so. Yeah, BT. I mean, he doesn't really want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
But
want to
this-
go into like alleging people have medication for mental health. I'm kind of like, you know.
Yeah, that's something we kind of try to stay away from. But I mean, I get what you're saying, and it is open panel, so I understand you got your. I don't want to cut you
Yeah,
off.
your
It is-
opinion.
you know what I'm saying, right? So I just Tim doesn't like it, and I just wanted to make that clear. But go ahead, baby. Go ahead, say what you. Yeah, you. I was just saying, go ahead.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
what I just think. That's what I just think it is. That's it. I mean, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think. I don't know. I just think people are right in ahead, and that's just my opinion.
Right. Patricia,
I can guarantee you, he's not the one that wrote those letters. It's somebody that hates him, and I have a feeling it's somebody on BHB and JLR's side. And that's my opinion. And my Aileen Natal from Trenton, New Jersey's opinion, not nobody else's. Mine.
Right.
Got a problem with it? I don't give a fuck.
Got you. Patricia here. She said, "Thank you, Queen Bee, for chatting with me. Thank you, love, for coming up. I appreciate you."
I scared her. I didn't. I scared her. I jumped up. I started
Patricia, we're
screaming.
sorry. You should come back up, Patricia. We're not really.
Well, she was really nice. I think she was the one that was saying. I think she started Nick was over there. Was that her? The lady that was on? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm starting this video.
Identity, and it was spelled like DAEMON, identity, Damon or something. It's like an internet term. All right. So you got your mask. So the mask is on, right? So you come into the community, you end up documenting what's going on. Now, by documenting what's going on, you will end up unveiling the mask. The mask slips. So the mask.
It's me right here. And this is a community. And what happened was Molly was right over here. Well, then what happened was that, there was some drama caused by heels in the air. Here she is. Look at her looking very suspect with those red heels. She's a suspicious person.
It's just people are going to end up hating me, really hating everyone, fighting, going at each other, tearing each other's throats out. It is because there is always destined the story to go full circle at least once. At least one time the story's going to go full circle, okay? So this is the process of debunking. This isn't how you debunk. This is what happens in communities when you debunk.
So Molly said, who is over here, said that she was going to take me out, or they're going to take me out. And Molly was 100% right.
I can't help laugh when she laughs and she says Molly's 100% right.
Yes.
Oh,
100% right.
I love Rabbit so much.
I do too. She fucking cracks me up.
She's so witty.
No, this all started out. He's like, oh, he's trying to map this out and fucking word salad it and draw it out. And all in all, it has to do with you got a cease and desist and tried to make it out to be something it wasn't. You fucking lied. You doubled down, tripled down, and made yourself look fucking stupid. And you continue to make yourself look fucking stupid by lying. Come the fuck clean and tell the truth and get it done and over with. Fuck.
She's so witty. I love it.
Yeah.
So what happened when Molly? What happened when Molly's mask slipped? After the story got to here, the whole thing went full circle, but it's not Molly. It's not Molly. It's not Molly. People in your own community.
It's all the way over here, somewhere over here, right here. And she said she's mad about the CPS stuff and da-da-da-da-da. And somehow, all these people right here. And then there's Queen Bee, who's all the way over here somewhere.
Did. You know when it did? When Nonsense started to say she was mad at me for talking about the whole thing that, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say, well, you know what I'm talking about. When the second doxing of her. Or not the Betty one, the other one. She got mad at me, remember? I couldn't figure it out. Do you know why I couldn't figure it out? She was in my chat, and she approved of me covering it. She supported me covering it in my chat. We got screenshots now.
I can't stop laughing.
Who's he talking about supported it in his chat? Because I sure as fuck went in there and was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is, and I tried to explain it the best I fucking could and keep my composure the best I fucking could. Because I went to Navy before that and said, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really criticize doxing by doxing the person. You know what I mean? You don't be like, hey, I really dislike this person doxing, so I'm going to show all the doxing.
Where I went to Navy and was like, yo, why don't you have him take that shit out of his fucking video? That'd probably be the best thing because it's fucking lies and it's bullshit and it's defamation. And dumb fuck took it down, so why don't you take it out of your video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not with the bullshit. Do I need to pull receipts? Because I sure as fuck can and I sure as fuck will.
I have some as well.
Fine. See, this is just like, and here is a very complex situation right here. Right here. Right here. You can't, it's so complex you can't even see it. Look at, you can't see the complex situation. You see that? It's so complex that it goes right over my head.
It's awesome. It goes right over my head.
Yeah, the flashcard. Oh my god.
See it right here? This right here? It's, you can't even see it. It's so complex. It goes right over my head. That was awesome. Just with a blank piece of paper, the content.
So complex.
Right?
So complex. You know when you're really fucking down the route, like you're really fucking down when you actually pull out a board, like a whiteboard, and you start writing shit on the backboard. Like you really know, like when you like that's just like the last fucking straw. Like you're just like down really bad when you start doing that. I'm like, oh my god. You literally have a whiteboard and you're writing down a conspiracy, like all the, oh my god, Uni.
That's pathetic and that's sad.
Yeah, that's sad when you become like a meme from that TV show. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when you become that meme.
Oh yeah, you don't want that one.
Yeah, you're like,
you don't want that one. It's just mind-boggling to me that all he had to do was like, look at this dumbass. He sent me a C and D. And we all would have freaking laughed with him. You know what I mean? Oh, that dumbass JLR, blah blah blah. But instead, he tried to take it a million miles further and try to scare people or try to you know, I don't know if he tried to scare Queen, but he put her in a position that she could be worried because of, you know, what he was saying. You know what I mean? So it's like, why? What thought process did he actually have to go through, right? Because I'm trying to put myself in his position, but I just can't do it. In his shoes, I just can't get there.
No one can get into his thought process because every person, if you were just an opportunistic YouTuber, you could easily have just grabbed that and made content with just a cease and desist. You could have just either kept quiet, deleted the videos, made a reply video, says, hey, I got to get rid of these lives because I got the cease and desist from JLR and he's after me. Or you could just make content, laugh at him. You probably would have a week of content. You would probably get invited on multiple lives. You would probably get a lot more subs. You would get more money. And then you would just be like, look, they're scared of me. Look how scared they are. They sent me a cease and desist. And then you would just do that. And then instead, he just fucks up. Then he goes on Queen Bee when he's confronted with it, and he could have easily cleared up the situation. Says, "Listen, my mom. I'm going to do a play-by-play what he should have done. Listen, my mom was reading me this letter. I wasn't sure what she was talking about. She's not really that clear on reading it. She mentioned Queen Bee and all that. I immediately posted on the community board, and I didn't know. But now that I cleared it up, apparently it's a cease and desist. Queen, I'm so sorry for doing that to you and putting you through that. My apologies. I'm going to delete the community tab. I'm going to be clear. I'm going to talk about the cease and desist a little bit. My apologies, guys, to the community. I know people have lost trust in me. Thank you very much for letting me on, Queen Bee. Thank you. You do your live. Boom, that's it. And then you get shit for 2 days, and that's all.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Like, I could have wrote it for you, mister. You could have done that, and you would have been cool. But instead, you're like, no, yes, it was weird. It was handwriting. It was whatever. And then when you're actually confronted with the fucking truth, then you double down. And now you got the lady who's taking a shit on graves doubling, like fucking dunking on you. I'm using your own terms, dunking on you. You're banished yourself to kick. You didn't even get banished. You go into kick, playing the most boring game ever, fucking Darkest Dungeon 2. And then you're basically just doubling, tripling down. And then when someone starts, you could claim innocence that you didn't send any of your people send these emails. Instead of even like saying, hey guys, I might have an argument with Queen Bee, but I disavow anyone sending letters. You proceed to be like, just make the weakest little thing like, oh, maybe you should go to the cops. And it's like, oh my God, Uni, what is wrong with you? You've been on the internet for 10 years and you don't even know the simplest fucking things to do? Come on. Come on, Uni. That's why I sigh every time when I hear this. It's like, Uni, these are self-inflicted wounds. These are wounds that you're inflicting on yourself.
Go to the cops, right?
Cops. Yeah, you're just like, this is just, come on, man. Come on.
It's like, you try to throw someone a life preserver, right? Or a rope to get it back on the boat, and then just say, hey, back it, I'll float my own. I'm good. Peace.
Yeah, man. Like, really, like, these are easy things you could have easily done with just a little honesty and a little bit of just simply just like taking a little bit of an L. You just dig yourself deeper and deeper into this hole. And now you're making this whole thing like, I'm going to get a video and it's going to, it's going to be the gotcha moment on everyone. What? I mean, man, why?
I know. I literally what you're saying right now, man. What? Like, I have said that probably 100 times in the last 72 hours to myself.
Yeah, and then Brianna's donated 10.
Putting it back for.
I'll read it. Maybe Queen will read it when she goes. It's lying about. Yeah, okay. You want me to read it or you read it?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I would say go ahead. That's fine.
It's the lying about what he said when there's video of him saying it that gets me, and the lying about what we said when there's proof we didn't. He's less than nothing to me now, and I hate that. That's what Brianna says for 10. Yeah. It's not a gaming chair. I don't actually have a gaming chair, Tupac, actually. I actually hate gaming chairs. This is just a business chair.
Way too squeaky for a gaming chair.
Like, for me, I personally made sure not to get a gaming chair because I do business at home sometimes on a video. And when you're dealing with professionals, the last thing I want is people seeing me in a gaming chair.
Great.
So, just saying. I don't want people to it has very negative, appearances. So I'd rather not be in a gaming chair. So it's a very office driven. Like, if you ever walked into my house, there is no gaming memorabilia. There is nothing. It is a very, very office driven area. That's pretty much it. I don't have any kind of games staying around or toys. I don't even think it's like even good to have toy models. Like these people with these figurines is weird to me. It's like, okay, they're toys for children. Why do you have that? You're like 40 years old or 38 years old or something like that. I'd be like, nah. B10 blames his vegan.
In front of my GI Joes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I gave my I remember I collected GI Joes and I just gave them away to kids when I got in my 20s. I was like, okay, here you go. Gave it to the
Dino said, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. I like how you say, yo, like, come on, man.
Yo, come on, man. All right, we're going to make Justin twerk it.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
That booty too.
Yes, Sticky. I would not want to do a meeting with a pink gaming chair and cat ears. No, I would not do that. I even find that weird that people even buy those headphones, cat ear headphones. Weird.
I want to know why Molly won't click the fucking link but has so much to say. That's what I want to know.
I'll tell you why, because she's chicken shit. That's why. Or she's probably too high and can't probably speak right.
I mean, she knows how these panels go, so I know she watches them. She knows she won't get screamed at.
Yeah, well, she's not going to jump on. You know what the shit story, like, she knows what's up.
Would be too much for her.
Mom, Marissa, you watching, Marissa?
Oh, she's tough as hell. You don't think she'd jump up here if she was feeling nice? Oh, fucking I do.
Molly?
I let her, let her be feeling right, and I bet she would.
Yeah.
She's on the tip. She will. Yep. She's on one of those tips. I know what you're saying. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee right back.
Yeah, man.
Well, I've got to get to the bathroom and I got to get gas. And let me tell you something. I hate getting gas because we don't pump our own gas in Jersey. It's illegal. We're like the only state in Oregon. I really get tired of pumping my own gas.
So you're saying that would be a new job for Molly?
Yeah, she could go pump gas.
Yeah, okay. That's a good open career for her, for Jersey.
That's right. Well, she lives in Pennsylvania now. She's not in Jersey. In Pennsylvania, you got to pump your own gas.
Okay.
Jersey, you don't pump your own gas. I like it. It's great. I fat ass in the seat here, and I tell them fill it up, and they fill it up. I pay them and go about my way. Now I got to get out of the car. I got to unlock the thing. I got to unscrew the. It's just a lot of work.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Toasty. Wait a minute. She says MGL is too busy stuffing her face with food and yelling about how her husband won't travel with her. She's traveling by herself?
Yes, she traveled to Greece by herself, and she traveled to Florida by herself. She's in Florida right now. Yes.
What? I wish I was down in Florida, bitch, because I'd go down there and find her.
She's in Miami, bitch.
You know me. Listen, I went to BHB's house 2 times. I have no problem with it. I even went to BHB. I even went to the police, remember? Because she said
South Philly, thank you so much. Hold on, South Philly just donated 10 memberships. Thank you so much for donating those and supporting the Hive, baby.
Oh my God.
I'm only 40. Trenton's only 45 minutes from Philly.
Yeah.
Molly's 25 minutes for me right now.
Oh my God. When I hear that, I feel like singing the song Lonely. I'm so lonely.
I did. I started singing that shit last night when she wanted to be a bitch because, listen, Diamond Cutter was up here last night and Marissa was so fucking mad that, Marissa was so fucking mad she messaged Diamond Cutter. She texted her and called her a pig. I said, are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? I said, no. Oh, fuck no. The only fucking pig I see is this one right here, bitch. And I put that picture of her up that looks all fucking, where she looks fucking horrible.
Job of the Hut.
Picture is nasty. You're a pig. You're foul.
Yeah, she was fucking being nasty as hell to Diamond Cutter when she got off here. She was definitely watching the stream last night. That's why I said, you got so much to say, then girl, bring your ass up here and say it. Stand on it, bitch. Say it with your chest, big dog.
Yeah, it's just so sad that all these people.
I may have to go to Hershey. I'm only a few hours away from Hershey right now.
Don't go to Hershey, please. Don't go to Hershey. Stay away from Hershey.
There's some good restaurants in Miami. I haven't been in a while.
Jersey and Pennsylvania don't mix well. They just don't.
We don't.
They don't.
We don't. And we don't. Yeah, we don't. We don't take no garbage.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sad that like basically everyone had like all these people watch and then they claim we don't watch, but I watched, and it's like okay, people, okay, people. The copium is real. The copium is real.
The retrograde is real.
Yeah, the retrograde's real.
What does that even mean? The retrograde? I've just been.
I have no fucking clue, but everyone's been saying Gatorade and retrograde. I don't know.
Me and you both. I have no clue.
I'm just sitting here. I'm just going with it right now.
Is Gina still in the chat or did she leave? Is Gina still in the chat?
Today?
I didn't see Gina in the chat. All I've seen is.
Oh
Gina
yeah, she is. So I just tagged her. She's there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, Gina. So now Gina's a roach. Is that how it's working? Or what's going on? What's the deal?
Well, you know what? It is what it is.
Only time will tell, right, Tim? Tim always is it. You know what was it? 6 months.
The microwave and air fryer.
Hey, Toasty.
What microwave and air fryer?
Oh, Toasty's in here.
Yeah, Toasty's in here. Yeah, she's here.
I love that's my girl. I love her. Hey, Bertos. She probably don't recognize my name because I'm always with different names. I think right now it's like, you know, you like my pink hair. Something. What is it? Something about my pink hair on BHP. Yes, every week I change my name to something to those idiots. I forgot what my name is right now.
Yes,
Something
and I also.
like, you like my big hair or something? Pink
Yeah.
hair?
I don't know what's with Betty with the pink hair, man. You're almost, what is she, in her late 40s?
Yes, she's like 47, 48 years old. Let me tell you something.
Molly?
Betty.
Betty.
And I'm like, you're okay. So like the pink hair thing is like weird because you know, like when you hang out with like people on the right, they're like, oh, the pink hair leftists, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute, you're like a MAGA supporter, and all that stuff, and now you're gonna dye your hair pink and you're gonna go to a Trump rally. Like what? She's definitely getting trolled. Like
Where is this Trump rally at? Does anybody know? Because I haven't looked.
No, I'm just saying in general. She goes to these Trump rallies and MAGA rallies and stuff like that.
Well, they're saying that's where she's going. There's a Trump rally somewhere in like Iowa, Ohio, one of those places. That's why she's going.
And she's gonna go there with pink hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind the hair. I'll be honest with you.
They made a fool out of her. That's what they did. They made a fool. She looks stupid. 47, 48 years old with pink hair.
43.
Well, she looks a lot older.
Well, you know what I mean, like a MAGA rally, not Trump rally.
I was gonna say Burnt Toast said 43 in the chat.
Oh Jesus.
Burnt Toast, I love her.
She is definitely being.
I didn't mind the pink hair change. I think it looked better than what it did before.
Anything looks better than it did before.
Exactly. It still looks fried. It still looks burnt. No matter what you do to it, girl, you still look stupid. Bitch.
Yeah.
And your roof, there's nothing wrong with your roof. I drove past the house twice when I was down in Florida, and I took pictures. Nothing is wrong with her roof, by the way.
Please don't drive near YouTubers' houses. You might, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, just avoid that.
That was a while ago. That was right when the hurricane hit, because I was down in Florida for months.
Okay,
that was a while ago.
Just, avoid people's houses, please.
I'll try.
She needs a roofing estimate.
I don't got my bullhorn with me, but I could always get one. I could always get one somewhere.
Did you get that bull back, that horn back from?
Yeah, I got. Yeah, oh yeah, he broke it. He broke it.
Did he have to pay for it and shit?
No, well, I don't know. We didn't go to court yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But the lady, the victim's crime lady, and the prosecutor, whatever, has contacted me, and they're pushing for prison time because his record is bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep it. Yeah, you might want to keep all that.
Yeah, might want to keep too much information.
Back pocket type thing.
Yeah.
Silly.
What up, guys?
Brianna says, "Hey now, B-Tim, I'm 50 and my hair has blue woven through the back and my bangs."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you going? But I'm saying she's going. You always see these people on the right make fun of pink hair, and then you're going to Republican rallies with pink hair. It's kind of funny to me.
Right.
Kind of you know what I mean? It's kind of funny. You always see the crazy pink hair liberals, and now she's going there with pink hair. That's why I think she's definitely being trolled.
Did you see the picture where her hair is in the she's so smiley and happy? It's in the foils and stuff when it's getting dyed. Do you guys see that one?
I did.
She's
Arlene is curious. Orion Artist says, curious, is Arlene Chick always this pissed off, or is that just the way she talks? She's charged. That was a question. I guess that's a question to you.
Yeah. She's a Jersey girl.
Are you always this pissed off, or is that just the way she talks?
I'm actually not always pissed off. Well, first of all, from Jersey, okay?
Yeah, like people don't realize that people from Jersey talk like this. Like they are just always 100.
That's just us.
Yeah,
now, I know this.
Yeah.
Even in North Carolina, this is me. Why are you always yelling? I said, I'm not yelling. I said, this is my voice. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm from New York, and
However, today I am pissed off. I am pissed off because when I woke up, I turned on YouTube and I saw those emails, and I wasn't happy about that. And I've been pissed off. So I wanted to come on here and tell Marissa, okay, she can go fuck herself. That's number one. Same thing for Laura. You could do the same thing, Laura. And your candles suck, by the way. That's number two. I want to say something to Gina Diamond. Okay, now you're on this side, right, Gina? What's the deal? You let, like B-Tim said, you let this lady make a disgrace and derogatory against the group that you're in when she did that to what's her face? Where the lady? What the hell's that lady's name? You know, the one. Who am I talking about? What's that lady?
Mallory.
Mallory.
Or House of Williams.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry. So you let her talk shit about her, calling her all kinds of names and making fun of her with her dead name and all that other shit when you have one too, and you're gonna let her talk about your people? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, miss.
Yeah, I mean, like, imagine like someone like dissing out like a group of people. Even like if someone was like, "Oh, these Italian
and you're in
people."
that group.
Yeah, if like imagine if someone came up and says Italian people are the worst, and they just and then I'm like, sure, for money, I'll agree with everything you say. It's like, no, you would be a sellout. I'm just saying.
Right. That's like so wrong. That is so wrong. Like, what is wrong with you? Even if you didn't like Mallory, which I don't know why, because you were friends and you were her thing, but you know, and then you're gonna let this lady say all that shit about her and laugh about it. I seen the chat. You were laughing with her, dude. Like, come on, you don't do that stuff. What is wrong with you? I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gina was gonna flip.
Especially dead naming and stuff. That was wrong. You should have said to Molly, listen, Marissa, that's wrong. Don't do that.
I'm sure she realizes that now, but I'm just saying, like, you know, this is the thing. Like, you don't ever ally yourself with them. But anyway, Ellie, you have anything you say? You're quiet. You're always quiet. You're always staring.
I'm always staring, sitting and staring at my tree. No, I mean, I get it. I get the passion. I get like being upset about all this stuff. You know what I mean? I get it. You know, like Lettergate, that got me all pissed off. You know, different things are gonna like affect different people. Do you know what I mean? Willow agrees.
Yeah, but they're threatening her kids. Come on, dude. Like, you don't do that stuff.
No.
You don't threaten kids. Kids are always at it. That's why when that other creep, whatever her name is, that Avery, was saying stuff about the Cappy's kids, that was wrong. I got mad at that. I'm like, you don't do that. You don't bring kids. You don't bring the family into it. You just don't do it.
Right. My thing with her is that she just, instead of just making a simple apology, she just brings excuses instead of an explanation.
And then puts a hit out on the panel.
Yeah, oh shit. At least Benny Keys wasn't involved.
Right. And poor white boy locked down or any of that, right?
Like, at least she didn't sick Benny Keys on us and hire him as a hitman on us. You know. Oh no. But yeah.
Oh, no, it's at the beat him. He's like, oh no. But that's why I just wanted to come up, because that when I seen those emails, that really pissed me off. And I right away, 7 o'clock this morning, when I got up and seen it, I messaged Queen right away, and I'm like, what the hell is all this? You know, I'm mad. I'm really furious. And then I sat for a minute. I took a shower. I said, you know what? I took my medicine. I said, you know what? This is not right. I was like, this is not uni. It's not uni. I'm telling you. The words and everything in that letter, in that email, has to come from a hater of his that is on BHB and JLR's If it's not them, it's their team, and they
He
know
has
what's
so
going
many haters. He has so many freaking haters. I mean, it like that. Know like all the 4 people involved and stuff.
Right.
I don't know if like BHB. I don't know if they. Who knows how much they've been following this? Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't BHB not probably not so much. Maybe I don't know. I think Beauty has so many people that that he pissed off in this thing, that he pissed off in my other communities. Sorry, my dog. And so I think it could be any of those people. Truthfully, we'll never know, you know, unless you know, even anybody can come forward and say, I wrote those emails. I wrote, you know, like who's the fuck are we gonna? How are we ever gonna know at this point, right?
We'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Exactly.
You know, it's a cold case.
Yeah. By the way, that's not me on the camera. That's Arlene. That's not me. Someone thinks that's me. No, that's not me.
Oh, that was me.
I was like,
oh, that's Nick. Yeah, Nick's on the camera. Yeah, that's
Nick's on the
Nick.
camera. Nick's a cutie, right?
Oh, Ellie. Oh, shit. Ellie.
Oh, I mean,
Shit.
I've seen Nick for like a year now.
Okay, you've seen him?
All right,
You've been
yeah, I've seen
watching?
him.
I'm blushing.
You're watching. I get
Well,
it.
you're a good-looking guy, Nick. You know that.
Oh, I see.
I'm the worst looking of all 3 of me and my 2 brothers.
Love connection happening here.
No.
Well, yes, I have something to say. Somebody's Lady Tara here says something that all people don't scream from Jersey when they talk. Yes, they do. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, they do. I'm from Jersey,
they don't
and I know I am. Don't tell me.
I have 2 of my closest friends are Jersey girls. I mean, they are like, they don't all scream, you know, but they're passionate. I mean, I get it. And maybe all Europe, you know, you're like circle of people. I mean, I don't think everybody screams.
North Jersey. I'm from North Jersey, and they can't
Just
me
North
accent,
Jersey.
but I think that's what it is.
You guys are
You know
wild
what
in
I'm
North
saying?
Jersey.
Yeah, well, I was born and raised up there, but then I moved. I've been down in Trenton for the last 5 years.
Oh,
But
I love
born in
Trenton.
Jersey City. Yeah, yeah.
I'm New Yorker, you know, I get it. My mother's from Brooklyn and like my whole life, like even after we moved away, people would like turn around in the store to look and be like, where are you from? You're from New York,
They
you
do
know?
that all the time to me, especially in North Carolina. They're like, where are you from? Are you from, where are you from? I said, are you from Boston? I'm like, no. I said, I'm from Jersey. Oh, they sound I'm from Boston. No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
you have
talk
no,
like
yeah,
that.
that's a Jersey accent, not Boston.
Exactly.
We park our cars. You guys park your cars.
We park our cars.
We park our cars. Leave our cars alone.
I don't even have a car, to be honest with you. I don't want to waste money.
Yeah, when I lived in New York, I didn't. It was. I love not having a car. Like,
Yeah. It's the same thing.
You don't need a car. You got the subways.
Yeah, man, it's quicker with the subways.
Love
People
the
don't realize
subway.
that.
Mhm.
Like if you're like living in Jersey, you definitely need a car. That's 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey's like 100%.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania
I pay
car.
$550 a month for my car.
Yeah.
buses. Yeah.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, same fucking thing. But New York, you can travel into Midtown faster than you can drive.
And
It is
the
just-
park is real expensive in New York too, so it's like everything just adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
like,
I used to work in Manhattan.
yeah, it's very, very quick. You could just go anywhere. Beat him, park his car.
Park
his car.
Park his car.
Park my car.
Car.
In Harvard Yard.
Oh,
and then Cappy says, "Stop it, B-Tim, with your drama or drummer."
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap, Cappy.
Stop your drama.
Oh my god. You know what? I've been watching Jones and Chickens now.
Oh, you see, you're gonna get one, right?
She needs to do like this channel I sent her, which is like this guy just does a whole channel where he has these 2 like little dogs, and they have he does voiceovers for them, and he just like does shorts of them just talking, and he talks to his dogs.
Like that. Send me that. I think I might see this guy on Instagram.
Video yesterday? Josen had a good video on yesterday. Did you watch that about Dolly?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we played it. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch every Johnson video actually.
I started shadow boxing in my room. I was like, "Let's go, let's go."
I loved it. I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He's a piece of shit."
Here,
what
Helly.
people didn't hear. Check this out. What people didn't hear when he turned it off was, "That's why I put my dogs in the car." He's like, "I'll snap your dog's neck." Yeah, let me tell you something. That's why.
What?
That's why. And one part of the video, I took.
Wait, what? Are you talking about Dolly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I forgot
Dolly.
that part.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'll snap. That's why I said plenty of times he shouldn't get his dog back and consider back. Yeah, he's like, I'll snap your dog. I said, bitch, go ahead. But he had the video. I didn't know he had the video off, just like BHP, right? When she came over to me, when she shut off the video and the sound the second time, it's because I said her mother's name. I'm not gonna say it on here. I said her mother's name. and the town she lived in. She shut off the video. She came over to me. She put her face right into where my phone was in my hand, and somehow, accidentally, I don't know, she said I hit her. Listen, I can't say if I did or not, but however, I do have Tourette's. So, you know,
She
it
probably
does
walked up to
happen.
you and it's one of those things when someone walks up to you and tries to get you to purposely bump into them and they're bumping into you. And they're like, don't get close to me, and they're walking closer.
That's why she said, she touched my nose. Oh my God, she touched my nose. The cop said, you have video? She's like, well, yeah, we have it. She never had video. She turned her video off. That's what she did when she turned her video off the second time.
Did you see the video yet, Ellie? I sent you on Discord.
I'm going to look right now.
That's a channel. So I think Joneson should just basically make a chicken with the voiceovers of the chickens. To do
called the
certain
Chicken
things.
Channel.
The Chicken Channel. And they just like various chicken drama that happens. Maybe like one could be named like, you know, Toasty can be like the Laura, could be like the Laura of the
I love
chicken.
how she named him.
George is my favorite.
George. Who would George be? What do you think George voice would be?
Yours.
No. You're gonna make me the George voice now? Oh, you sons of bitches.
It would be great.
Oh my
if
God,
you
it's my
would.
brother's birthday today. That's not what I want. Oh, why do I forget this shit?
Oh, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, he's no longer with us, but my other brother just texted me. How do I forget this? My brother, and they're Irish twins. They're 6 days apart.
It's called the channel I'm talking about is called Hammy and Olivia. It's like he just has these corgis, and they just basically he just talks to them, and he does voiceovers of them and like adventures. Kind of like that Japanese woman that had a bunch of cats and just inserted like voices. Like you'd be like a Japanese woman that had like 5 cats, and they would all do like cat detective stuff, and they do the voices. I don't know, and who stole the catnip and stuff like that. I don't know. Kind of like.
I love that beat. That's so funny. That's so funny. Those corgis.
The corgi voices, the talking, and he just talks to the corgis all the time, and they have like various adventures.
Oh my God. I love what people do with animals, you know, like the funniest stuff. Just so funny.
And the actual, like when they're talking, like it syncs right up with them. I freaking get a kick out of it. I just love it.
Like the turtle that Joneson did for Dolly, that claymation. I mean, it's just like it was Dolly talking. I love that claymation stuff. That is just so friggin' funny.
Jones said, George is the dude where the mockingbird sings. Is that the name of movie with really strong special dude who killed a bunny?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, just trying to pet it. No,
George,
isn't that
dude where the mockingbird sings is the name of the
That's
movie.
Dumb and Dumber. I thought when he killed
okay.
the bird. Remember the little Petey?
Okay.
It's a different one.
Who killed a bunny just to pet it? Oh gosh, B Tim must know. B Tim's
Catch on the
looking it up.
Rye.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you missed that. George is a dude where the mockingbird sing. Is that the name of the movie with the real strong special dude who killed a bunny just trying to pet it? At B Tim.
Mice of Men.
Oh, is it?
Oh no.
Oh, Flowers for Algernon. That
Oh, they're all
movie.
I don't know. I guess Catch on the. We got all sorts of.
To Kill a Mockingbird. That was my guess.
Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird was a lawyer drama where that was
really?
Yeah.
Jones is in the
basically,
back, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot more of a serious. It's a lot more of a serious movie. I believe that had to do with African American person being falsely accused in the video.
Okay.
I just Mice and Men. Everybody's saying okay, so I guess it's Mice and Men.
Oh, Mice and Men. That was like that book, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty old movie. It's like from 1962. The movie. I'm trying to think.
That's the only book I read from front to back in my entire. Other than
Yeah, it was like an African American man being accused of R-ing a white woman, and it was like, and it was just like.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, it's actually a good movie. I watched it maybe 15 years ago, to be honest with you. So my memory's not the greatest.
Yeah, my dad was liked old movies. No, I just remember hearing that. It's old, yeah.
Falling asleep to the same episode of Black Mirrors.
You're caught in a Black Mirror episode, maybe.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's the one where her and her friend are her and this guy friend are driving, and they hit that guy on the bike, and then they put him they throw him into the water, whatnot. Have you remember that one? It's episode season 4.
Season 4. What
Yeah,
happens? They what? Say it again.
Starts off, they're driving, and they're smoking. They're both smoking joints and whatnot, and they hit this guy on a bike, and he dies. They pick him up, put him in a friggin' sleeping bag, and they dump him into the water with his bike. And after like 9 years, the guy that wanted to, she was kind of apprehensive at first to throw him in the water. He was like, we got to. He got sober from alcohol, and he started feeling bad, and he wanted to write a letter to her and to the wife, and because she's still looking for her husband, blah blah blah. The woman goes a little bit nuts on him, and she ends up killing him in her apartment. And then I keep falling asleep at that part 2 nights in a row.
I don't like it. Who was it? Insidious 3 almost. I can't wait. I don't like Insidious movies, man. They're boring. It's like, oh, a jump scare. Oh, these ghosts. Wow. I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, I don't know. I think that
Jones in the back.
Jones's in the back. She's in the back. And she's
yes, of Mice and Men.
Let me just see if I can. One moment.
You're saying. So no new I guess any new tweets out or anything?
No, I mean he just did his like kick stream with like 15 people and playing the most boring game you can possibly play
this
in a
morning.
Stream.
Or
yesterday.
last night. Oh yeah, that's the one where you like played the few parts and I listened to part of that and I mean he blamed you, Nickel. Did you hear that on the Twitter?
Jumped up and then jumped right back down.
Damn it, Johnson.
Errands in the chat, so maybe she was like in an errand or something.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say.
Yeah, he blamed you, Nick, in like for the Discord things. He said it's your fault. He said he goes, I don't know, and he said I tagged them. And I don't know. He said
he blamed Navy. He blamed Navy a little bit. He just blames everyone but himself. What's the scariest movie I've ever seen?
Unbelievable.
I don't know. I think the movie that like not really scary, but the movies I did not like really gets to me was the remake of The Blob. Definitely, because like the special effect, I was like always thought to myself to be slowly digested while still alive in agonizing pain would probably be a horrible way to go. And I would say When a Stranger Calls, when basically like the whole situation where you're downstairs and suddenly you get a phone call, and that part where like she gets the call back from the police and says that the guy is upstairs, that we tracked the thing and the person's upstairs. I always thought that was cool. And also a really good scene was the Exorcist spider scene that was taken out originally and re-put in, where she's like up backwards on her back and she's running down the stairs, and you hear that's always like, those are the scenes the things that really stick out to me. It's not like one movie that scared me. I would just say those scenes probably stick out
like that any type of scene where like the body will bend weird into like a like you're just like the Exorcist, that just just like I don't know what it is.
Well, I liked it. I liked the setup because you just hear like the banging at first, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then they just go to that, and it's like, "Wow, that's just like the perfect setup to a horror scene." Like you're you know what I mean? Like I thought that was like probably the most chilling like spine chilling thing to have. Like imagine just hearing like banging, and you're like, "What's that?" And you look at that. And that's definitely like a good horror setup. It's not like a stupid jump scare. It's kind of like it builds up. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, the Human Centipede, that one scared the crap out of me.
No, that didn't scare me. That would gross me out, man. Like what
that's
the fuck?
That's why it scared me. It was like, what's going on?
There's
here?
a fine line between like being
Misery is Laura. Oh my god.
Jones is back in the back.
Jones is back.
Well, Misery was pretty miserable to watch. Oh my god, that was kind of
Misery. Yeah.
Did you see that like TV show like recently called like I think The Therapist, where with Steve Carell? He's like a therapist that gets like kidnapped kind of by one of his clients, and it's kind of misery-ish. But there's like a redeeming part of it too. It's so good. I think it's called The Therapist. Let me look it up.
I gotta blame friggin' Queen for all these late nights I'm having watching friggin' Black Mirrors. I would never thought I would ever get into that show at all, and I cannot wait for the next season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get into any shows recently. I just feel like that.
Yeah, me
I feel
too.
like
I don't know
Have
why.
you tried Black Mirror's at all?
Man,
Oh, I've seen
I don't
all
watch
of them
that.
I know you
already.
have, but
Yeah.
Tim?
I don't like
That's not
watching
his.
those.
That's not his thing. He's more of like you like horror movies, right? B Tim.
Yeah, I mean, like I was watching what was that horror series? I'm trying to remember. I was watching it, but you know what gets me pissed off is like it's too much like mysteries. I'm trying to remember it's
What
what
about like American Horror Story? Have you ever seen that? Is that
I liked a couple of seasons. Like I like a lot of seasons, but the recent American Horror Stories suck horribly.
the ones that like Ryan? What is his name? The guy that did
yeah, like
Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, they're horrible. Like
They're
the
not. I
recent
couldn't watch
Blade
them.
as
I
in Wesley
tried.
Snipes?
No, the last 2 seasons of American Horror is like terrible.
Oh, I liked that a lot too, and it got bad towards the end. You're right.
Like
American
really
Horror
terrible.
Story?
Yeah, American Horror Story last 2 seasons been just abysmal because it's like they just like running out of like they destroy good ideas. Like oh, they do like
It's
one
like
in New
Game of
York City, and it's like bro, you fucked that up completely.
Game of Thrones, the last season was horrible, and I was like waiting for like this epic last season. You know what I mean? And hope they do a remake.
Yeah, I mean, I think the recent show I really liked, and I'm still waiting for that. Like What We Do in the Shadows. It's kind of funny. It's not really a horror, but it's like a funny show.
I haven't seen that one either.
It's basically like a bunch. It's like for the movie, but it's a bunch of vampires that like just the typical vampires. And basically, it's like a documentary crew that follows them, and it's like a comedy when they do like stupid stuff here and there, and it's like hilarious.
I like I love vampire stuff. Oh, the Terrifier, that's another good one too.
Yeah, so that was a good one. Let me see. Beats him. It's like they have new directors or something. Yeah, the director sucks. The TV shows in American Horror movie, like American Horror Story, suck so badly. Man, like they really need to fucking just like change that shit up, man. Because like I think my favorite one, and people criticize me. I would say I like The Hotel. The Hotel was like I really like the Hotel one, and also I like Roanoke, the Roanoke season.
The Roanoke and so I think some people said weren't some like up for awards, like I feel like, or one, I know that that Ryan Murphy guy, he's people like him, but I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Yeah,
they're hard to watch.
Asylum was good. I definitely Asylum is good, but I like more like a little bit of a supernatural element, and it wasn't enough I know the devil literally came there in the Asylum. Spoiler alert.
What about Stranger Things? Do you watch that or no?
I love it.
I like the first season. I liked like the first 2 seasons, but now I just don't give a fuck about it because it's like
it did go off the rails. It kind of can't. I don't know. I feel like that always happens when there's like a good, a good idea like that, and then they just keep trying to keep it going.
I'm in it for a long run.
I am too, though. At this point, I can't.
You have to be right.
Right.
Just you see the kids growing up as well. Like they're growing up, so like it's kind of cool to see that, and they're the characters start to change a little bit because they're obviously growing up.
Yeah.
It's cool.
A lot of people like the circus one. I didn't like the circus one because it wasn't enough supernatural. But it definitely had it was good. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like those were good seasons. Those were every one of those. But soon when they went to the whole apocalypse season, with like when they went to that, like they just like it's just like okay, now the Antichrist is here in the apocalypse, and it's like what? It's like, how is this
What
horror?
about did you watch the Bates Motel one? That's one I think I tried to start watching.
American Horror?
Yeah, wasn't there like a Bates Motel one?
It wasn't Bates, but it was basically the hotel. Like basically, there was like it was like the haunted house, but with the hotel, and also like there was a vampire lady living in it, and it was like that whole thing. Yeah. So.
I couldn't get into that one. Yeah.
Ryan Murphy. He's not my favorite. I don't know. He's all right.
Yeah, it was like H.H. Holmes. Yeah, absolutely. But I just think like the problem with like it's just like they lose they try to like make it a mysterious now, like a mystery, and it's just not freaking good. It's just not good.
You start running out of ideas, as all these shows come out and movies. It's like it's either you got to remake something or do it differently. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, but you know what? There's plenty. Like Stephen King's been writing fucking books constantly. Like, and he never runs out. I think like my favorite Stephen King book is actually Pet Sematary.
Oh,
the
that
original
was really
book.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I read
Because
that.
a lot of people don't realize in the book, it's highlighted that it's actually a Wendigo that's basically doing this. It's like a Wendigo. And if you actually know the myth of the Wendigo, it's basically this creature that either possesses a person that devours human flesh or an actual creature. And what it does is it changes. Sometimes it will change its voice to trick you to go into the forests. It's always hungry. And the whole idea of the book is that the Wendigo has created this area of evil. Like the whole situation where the baby gets hit by the car or the truck was actually done purposely by the Wendigo to make people speed up. And he orchestrated this whole event, basically. And a lot of people also believe that the Wendigo is just another version of Pennywise, and that Pennywise's evil influences all these different areas, because Pennywise is just like this. Because Pennywise, I think, is like a fourth dimensional being, and he's just basically influences all these areas. And there's only and if you look at the Stephen King universe, he's like a pretty powerful entity. So, that's the whole idea. Whereas Queen is, I don't know, Queen's probably, just doing some things.
She got
Doing some
cartel to
shows.
run, guys. Remember, she got the cartel to run. She's
Yeah.
busy.
The Stand was really good. Did you guys? I didn't watch the TV show, but I read that book. That was
I
really
read the
good.
book. I read the uncut book, and I saw the TV show, the original TV show. I didn't even see the remake, the bullshit remakes. I saw the
Isn't
original
Amber Heard
TV.
in that or something?
Yeah, man, I don't want to watch that shit. I watched the original Stand. I love that.
I
But
know.
My dog stepped on a bee.
But a lot of people don't realize Flag, the guy, is actually one of the second in command of, I think, is the Crimson King. Is it the Crimson King? Who is basically like a half man, half spider that is attempting to take down the tower to let the outside in type of deal. And that's what he wants to do, is destroy reality. So Flag is basically like a sorcerer, basically, that travels from dimension to dimension. That's who Randall Flag is, basically, in the whole multiverse. And he's like the only one that's like probably more powerful than Randall Flag is probably Pennywise. But I don't know if Pennywise is as powerful as the Crimson King or something like that, or whatever. That's a little bit of Stephen King lore. The Wendigo was just on Earth, you would not hear it. LOL.
Have you seen the TV series he did, Mr. Mercedes?
No.
Oh my God, that's really good, guys. Oh my, really good. It's about like a cop and like a serial. I mean, it's just like,
I'm gonna be up all next month.
watch that. It's really, really. There's like 3 seasons of it. It's like really good. I liked it.
I've been like watching stuff starting like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I'll get a couple hours deep and then fall asleep and then wake up at like midnight 1 like I did last night and see you guys on panel and jump on.
I disagree with you, good Allison. I disagree. She says, I read The Stand and as well. Randall Flagg would whoop some Pennywise ass. Pennywise, you only see his actual, like what you see in Pennywise is just like literally his fingertips. Okay? Pennywise, his whole body cannot, like his whole existence cannot exist in our planes. He can only put like a little bit of himself on these planes because he is a fourth dimensional being. He is a being that is larger than our world. Like the turtle, if you actually read the book, the turtle actually regurgitated our universe and whatnot. So like he basically is like this gigantic creature. While Randall Flagg, you're seeing all his power, but you never actually seen like all of Penny Flagg's power. And like Pennywise's power. He's just never. So he's definitely more powerful. He is just basically just like, the only thing is he can only let himself a little bit of himself in, basically. You're only seeing like a tip. And every single version
Just
you
a
see
tip.
just a tip. The only version you actually see of Pennywise is just basically your mind cannot comprehend even like 1% of his power, and it actually breaks your mind. If you actually seen an actual true version of Pennywise, your brain will just be gone. That's like cosmic horror shit. That's like Cthulhu type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's.
Oh my God! My brother just texted me. He asked his girlfriend to marry him. She said yes.
Oh wow!
7 years later.
Kyle, the chicken commercial. Kyle the chicken.
I feel like we're gonna get in trouble from Queen. I'm just kidding.
I don't think we are because
Okay, good.
we're not talking about. I mean, we're just talking about fucking movies. I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah,
be
no one's on a hot mic phone call moment.
Yeah. Congrats. Berto says, "Oh, congrats."
No, that's
I'll
exciting.
tell him. Thanks, guys.
Aw. You hear that?
It's her
Willow said
birthday today as
congrats.
well, so.
Willow, we don't like Willow. Get Willow out of here.
Hey, that's not nice. We're
Get
a
rid of
team.
Willow.
We're a team, though. I can't go anywhere
Kick 'em.
without her.
Kick
Kick her.
You gonna get in trouble? Did you just ask? Are you guys gonna get in trouble?
Yeah, she was joking. We were just talking about movies and books. We weren't talking about anything
Stephen
crazy
King and
while you
stuff.
were
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, bored as shit. Don't worry.
More fucking business
Like-
phone calls. I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, there's personal information. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
No. It was all movie talk.
Oh, movie talk. Yeah. See, I told you we get in trouble a little.
No, I mean yesterday when he was on the phone and shit.
Oh,
like you know what I'm saying? Usually you fucking better than to not be muted. Like you already know. I don't know why you even.
Oh yeah, I mean, just me. I mute every single time. I couldn't believe I wasn't muted. That was the first time it's ever happened to me.
Yeah,
we
know.
Yeah, and it was just
I know.
Oh, I must have missed that.
It was. I didn't say any personal information or anything like that. It was a private. It came in a private call, so I didn't even have the guy's number.
Mm-hmm.
It was very sketchy though.
Well, yeah, and it was very sketchy that you didn't fucking mute your goddamn mic when you fucking know better. So that's just super sketchy to me. That.
Oh, I thought I did. I thought I did. Yeah, I thought I did do it.
Shit should have been muted, especially if you're on the damn phone.
Yeah, I thought I did mute it. That's why.
My whole stream up over your goddamn phone call. Like, nah, I'm not with that.
Did you see Forgotten Whispers video yet? Uni versus JLR versus Uni Part 2?
No.
No.
It went out by Forgotten Whispers about an hour ago.
She just put another one out?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
There we go.
She ain't fucking
7
playing.
hours ago. Yeah, 7 hours ago.
Shit. See, I don't be watching his fucking Twitter spaces, his kicks, and all that bullshit. I'm sure he's fucking running his mouth. I'm sure he is, but I don't fucking watch his bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he does that, but that seems like more work.
No, guys, unfortunately, I will not be the best man. It's going to be my brother's best friend.
We're gonna have to take care of that. We're gonna have to take care of those.
I'm not even I'm like the second godfather is what he put me as.
Just be 1 second. I'll be right back.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Tell him. I'm surprised. I didn't think they were going to get married.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you how he did or anything yet, or?
No.
Oh.
He just said she said yes. I didn't.
Aw.
I guess he said I guess he told me he was going to ask her. I don't remember though.
Shoot. You're in the middle of a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, probably
You're
was.
caught up.
Thanks, the queen. I'm freaking
Did I
Black
really
Mirror.
hear
now.
that?
Great. But yeah, they've been together 8 years. My niece is 7.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So they have a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Vipers. Oh, cool.
And her son is basically a stepchild.
Cool. Okay. Blank Slate says ditto. Yeah, I like Hellraiser. I don't like the remakes because the problem is Weinstein took over the franchise after they made a bad deal. The original author made a bad deal with Weinstein, the guy who got accused of all those things. And they made a bad deal selling off the franchise. And basically, after Hellraiser 2, they basically just got B or C rated storylines and just threw the Cenobites in there. And the whole, that's that ruined the whole franchise for a while. The recent one on Hulu was actually the best one for a while. Actually, it was very good. The Hulu Hellraiser one.
Is that the new one that just came out?
Yeah, I thought that was. I think that was probably the best one since. I mean, still part 2 is still better. In my opinion, I love part 2, and even in Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2. But that's just my preference.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
But yeah, but the only reason why part 2, the new Hellraiser by Hulu, is actually not shitty. It's because the Weinsteins, I don't think, own it anymore.
Yeah, well, probably not. Definitely not. Bernard Prue says, anyone following the case about Oklahoma tragedy, the tragedy, my mind is blown. Did you hear about the new evidence today, guys, at all?
No.
Yeah, I've been watching it, paying attention to that shit. Yeah, I was like, especially after they brought it to our attention, even more, I'm like, oh my God, the shit that they've been finding, the cell phones and the family going through there and the chains and oh my God.
There's more today even. There's bloody clothing that was found underneath the floorboards. There's a stack of
the mom picked it up. Wasn't it the mom? One of the moms of the girls picked it up, the bloody shirt. and it can't
Because
be
there's
used. Not 'cause she picked it up and touched it or something. She.
so crazy what's going on. I mean, they're just like the parents are like doing the investigation. It seems like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. And they found like a stack of Polaroids of Kitty. You know what? You know, not the
How did
good.
the police not find this? I don't understand that part.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is like a real house of, you know, like, and more chains. What else did they find? They're like a whole just a load of shit. It's just so sick. And I mean, there has to be like what Dietz was saying, you know, like they have to do an investigation. It's just weird that like different police departments maybe act differently, you know, or you know, perform things differently, right? I mean, I don't know if it's based on like budget or what. I mean, I know the guy is deceased, but whatever. Like, who cares?
Everything to you, Ellie? Like that guy, the guy that was doing the conference. I feel like, kind of like bigger guy.
The press conference, yeah. I mean, I think they're like getting caught a little too because this guy was out there, and you know, it could have been this thing. I feel like, you know, there's things that you can never see coming, but I feel like this. Like, there's a lot of things that could have came into place. Oh, good, Burden's here. That could have been prevented, right, Burden?
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hola.
Can you guys all hear me all right?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, a lot of stuff last night that just kind of all got dropped, and it was like shocking to hear about it and to know that the families that are the ones that found all of this have really not said anything until yesterday that they started kind of saying some of the information. But yeah, the restraints they found attached to the dresser in the parents' room. They pulled the dresser out, and on the back of the dresser there was a towel taped with duct tape all the way around it. And when they pulled the towel off, there were restraints attached to it that they hadn't seen before, and she said that was shocking. And then they found so like a little trigger warning here, they found dried blood on underwear in the closet, and then they found new or like still wet blood on the toddler's undergarments under the floorboard. And yeah,
that's I don't
like I can't understand like what is. I'm wondering if there is a toddler somewhere in the family that would have possibly been over to the house, because I just don't know. Oh my gosh, if it's a missing child, forget it. But like,
yeah,
for it to be new enough that when they reached in and grabbed it, it transferred onto their hand. And so they're traumatized over everything that they found because the law enforcement didn't do it.
Yeah. Could you believe? I bet they are. So if we're traumatized by I mean, ish, you know, they have to, like this, you know, this is like awful. I don't understand how did Holly, like, I know she's deceased, Holly, but like, how could she not have known this was going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, you know, but is there any, like, how could she not be involved too? How do they know that she, you know, like, how do we know that? Yeah.
They're saying now that they do have evidence that's pointing in the direction to look like she may have had some involvement and may have actually had a hand in some of what was happening. And so I wonder,
how can you live in a house and not see those things? You know what I mean? Like, you just like, I mean, they have to be installed. You have to, I mean, is she just not around ever? Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, the ledger of names that had names and dates on it were birth dates, they believe. They were in her handwriting. So I mean, she definitely had knowledge. I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt that possibly she was in fear and so controlled by this man.
Yeah, exactly. Stockholm syndrome. Like, she was a victim of his as well. I mean,
I get, but you can get up and just get in your car and go to law enforcement. You know what I mean? And you'll never see that man ever again. I feel like you can do, but you know,
or her kids ever again though, maybe at that point. Do you know what I mean? Like she might
Yeah.
have thought that was like,
maybe,
you know,
yeah.
if you're being controlled, you know, it's so hard to leave. I'm sorry, my dog.
They found VHS tape as well that is believed to possibly have children, nude children on it as well.
A VHS tape.
Uh-huh.
It means that's oh my lord.
Like
That's that's dating back.
And
Yes.
Polaroids, like did you ever the stack of Polaroids,
Yeah.
like 4 inches stack of Polaroids?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they said that and I caught this the second time around. I didn't catch it last night, but that they said the last names that were added to that list, the ledger that was written out, the very bottom, the newest added names were the names of the family and the teens that were killed in this one.
Oh my goodness. So like, I mean, there has to be an investigation then on that ledger itself because there's other victims. I mean, who cares that he's like, I know there's no trial, but there still has to be some kind of like justice for these families and kids, right? I don't know. It's such a hard one, this one.
They have to, and I'm thankful that OSBI is involved and they are searching. They did look at the pond. They said that there's a disturbance at the pond, and which I kind of wonder what that would even be. But so they did do investigating. They definitely had the medical examiner out there more than one day that they were there. And normally, medical examiners aren't there the whole time. Like if a search is going to happen, they don't call in ME and have them with them just maybe. It's normally if they find something that they think might be, then they would have them come in to take a look. And from there, if they choose to remain through the process of it, like the Vallow case, they called in ME and then they stayed with as they went through really slowly with getting like JJ and all of that. So I don't know. That's kind of already concerning too. But I mean, you just worry about like the dark web.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the family is truly afraid that their daughters are on there. And they also are questioning, is it possible that he recorded what happened, this tragedy?
Oh my God. And put it on the...
Yes. Was he possibly streaming that out?
Oh my God.
And I don't blame them for having these thoughts, you know, like, gosh, I
don't blame them at all. I mean, it's like a perfectly like reasonable, like, you know, observation to make that could be a possibility and that there's, I mean, like that there's more people involved. I mean, I don't know.
Are they excavating a lot of, are they going to start like, you know, maybe digging for bodies now? I mean, with the VHS tape that old, you know what I mean? Like,
possibly. They said that there was machinery out there yesterday that could possibly have done some excavating, but there hasn't been any statement further that any excavation did occur yet. And we also are wondering about cadaver dogs because we have not heard anybody mention cadaver dogs, which I think would be really important to get out there too.
Yeah.
How long did he live in that property? Do you know?
They said that it was around a year. I recently actually just saw that. But yeah, it was around a year that they were.
That's not a lot of time at all. Holy crap.
Yeah, actually right here. How long did the McFaddens live at the Henrietta and at that place? And the answer was almost a year, I believe. Not a terribly long time. They lived in Westville until Holly married Jesse. Which then makes you wonder, like, should they be checking the property at Westville as well?
Yeah.
Especially considering the VHS tapes.
You would hope so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there are other families that would need closure if something happened, God forbid, any kind of thing happened, even if they weren't killed, even if they were part of this. I don't know. God, all those pictures, they have to like trace all those pictures back, right? I mean, I just don't get, unless they're just, they are investigating to a certain degree and just not, they're trying to like save face at this point because it's such an embarrassment. Is that it?
Well, the weird thing was, part of it, I think, and the fact that it's really disappointing that they had In order to get it turned over to the OSBI, they had to go get approval from either one of two of law enforcement that were involved or the DA. They got shot down with the two law enforcement that, to begin with. And so their last shot was the DA. And thankfully, with them going public, the attorney having words with him, and he actually approved it and said, all right, yeah, let's ask him. We'll ask him to come in. And so it's like, but then you look, and when the landlord told them that they had 1 week, you got till Monday, get everything out of the house or it's going to the dump. And when Holly's family was there going through the house, and they told the police, hey, I just found these restraints attached to the dresser. Like, they said, if you don't want it, then put it in the trash. Like, they said, if you keep it, like, we're gonna arrest you. What? Like, why would you threaten to arrest? They didn't do anything wrong. At that point, it had been turned over, and they said that it was fine for people to be in there, and the landlord gave them permission. So I don't know why the threats of arrest would even come in. I don't know. Something's very, very strange.
Right?
I think there's more victims. That's what I'm scared about. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, between, not to mention whatever they could find on the computers, the computer towers that they found, the laptops that they found, all of the cell phones, like 5 of the cell phones belonged to Holly. And then they found 3 others, and one of them indicates that it's to a child based off of a panda being on the back of it. So, but still, those were hidden too. Why? And then that doesn't even, you've got hard drives that they would have
Just
to
left.
go through.
Phones. Like, who leaves, like there could be so much evidence on those phones, right?
Yeah. It's like he wanted to keep it first, like he couldn't get rid of it, right? Almost like a hoarder, right? It can't get rid of their stuff. They keep it. It's like you put it under the floor. You know what I mean? As opposed to disposing it, he kept it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like a sick collection.
But what they're saying is there's no case, right?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. But like OSBI is investigating. So, and that's at least what they're saying, is they are investigating this and looking into both the home and the property. But before that, yeah, they were saying, no, there's nothing. The case, it's done. We're done. And it's like, oh, hold on a second. What do you mean? And thank goodness OSBI agreed that, the DA agreed to invite OSBI.
Now, what are the parents wanting out of this? Like, what are they wanting?
Ultimately, for sure, they want to know the truth. They want to know what really, truly occurred.
Yeah, what happened?
Were their loved ones violated? And that's something too that Ivy's dad was told by law enforcement. He said, was my daughter SA'd? And he said, the sheriff said, there is indication that she was, but that's for after an autopsy, they will determine for sure. But they want to know exactly what happened, the story of, they would like answers on how he was even allowed to be out. How did he not get arrested again, put back in? But they want things to change is the biggest. There is actually a petition that they put out yesterday, and I was really excited that I could sign it and everyone could sign it. And sadly, it's been restricted that you have to be an Oklahoma resident that is registered to vote are the only signatures that they're going to allow, unfortunately. But doesn't mean that we can't still share it and hope it gets to anybody that lives in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But they want to change everything with, so I'll read this out for you guys. After a recent tragedy struck our small community in Henrietta, Oklahoma, we decided to write this petition to help change the law on sentencing and probation terms in Oklahoma for S offender. More specifically, child S. It is our very strong belief that S offender cannot be rehabilitated. Do you know that when a child is SA'd, they are traumatized and affected with several issues their entire life, not just PTSD, panic attacks, paranoia, but also actual permanent nerve damage as well. It is a real dilemma. So if people can SA a child of any age and they have lifelong trauma from that, isn't it fair that the offender be sentenced to life in prison without parole? We absolutely think so. If they have the nerve to ruin a child's chance at a normal life, they deserve no second chances. Majority of crimes against children go unreported because the children and parents have to go through way too much to put that offender away for a maximum of 20 years. Their probation terms are also too relaxed. Why does a person who commits a crime against a child not required to have home checks done monthly? Why are they allowed to marry people with children or even have their own children? This week in Henrietta, Oklahoma, 5 children and 1 woman, their lives were taken due to a child SA being released and marrying a woman with children. Why was this allowed? Why did this not raise concern with local law enforcement who knew that he was a registered SO living with children? We cannot answer these questions, but we will say since the I'm trying to think of how to say that one. The time that we all were off and couldn't go anywhere and do anything.
Gotcha.
Probation officers. Huh?
I said the big C.
Yeah, I was like, I can't say the second one either. I was like, not the C or the P. So, probation officers have not been doing home visits with offenders, which that right there is wild. Since then, they've done no home visits with any of them.
Is that due to COVID restrictions?
Yeah, they put the restrictions, and then even though the restrictions have been lifted, it's coming out here that they've not started back up again. So
Be careful saying that. B-Tim, they'll restrict my stream.
Sorry about that. I'll just say the great coughing events or the sneezing events, so YouTube doesn't.
It's so weird. You can't say that. You know, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's not like it's an historical event that has occurred in the last 2 years, and that there's going to be history books about it for the next 100 years.
And then it flags it, and then it puts it. Usually, it puts like a big paragraph underneath your stream, like about it,
which is so ridiculous. It's like it's just like the algorithm. It's like come on,
right?
It's like it's
so
a historical.
ridiculous.
It's an historical event that has affected the world. I think we should be able to say it, but YouTube is dumb. Anyway, you continue. I don't.
Well,
sorry
I guess I understand why they want like an investigation done.
Yeah.
But I see why the cops are like, okay, there's not really much we can do. He's gone. They're gone. You know what I mean? We're not bagging evidence for court. We're not. You know what I mean? Like.
But they would need to know what happened. I feel like those families, like even Dietz was saying, she, had something happen in her family, and they did a complete investigation. And I think I don't know. I mean, it's not you don't need to send anybody to prison, but at the same time, people need to know. And sounds like there's, other victims of some sort. We don't know what, but it just seems like they are doing an investigation, but it seems like from the beginning to go in there.
What about the ledger with all the names in it?
Yeah.
What did they figure out about that?
That it's in Holly's handwriting, and that the last names that were added to the list at the bottom added on were the family and the children, the lives that were just taken so far. And
That's
then
creepy.
and they did confirm that there are kids' names on there.
Hey, Rowena, how are you, babe?
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I should have said something real quick. I don't think it can be investigated until you get the evidence to investigate it. And to me, I don't think you have to be dead to be a victim. I think those 4 inches of those children, those pictures, those Polaroids, that VHS, I think all those are victims, and I think that should all be looked into.
They're all passed away, baby. The wife and the kids are gone.
No.
Right? Didn't he shoot him? Didn't he?
The friends, the 2 friends, family.
Yeah,
We're talking about them.
Yeah.
I know they're all passed away, but the evidence that they have found in the house, those 4 inches, those Polaroid pictures, whatever's on those VHS tapes, whatever baby wore that toddler outfit, those are victims, and that needs to be looked into. Not just that he he peed himself and all that. To me, it needs to be investigated. It's
Yeah.
there's more victims out
Yeah.
there, and it doesn't mean that they have to be, gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, a victim is a victim, and they
A
don't have to
victim
be
is,
dead.
yeah. And he sounds like a real monster. So, I mean,
Some of them could just been done right there at the home picture, and that's it. Some of them could have been streamed out, could be on the dark web, could be anywhere. Like it could have been distributed through a ring, and who even knows? And then you've got, I mean, are there any missing people that they have to try to figure out as well?
Right.
But there's gotta be, depending. I mean, the fact that the photos definitely are of young children, and the toddler sized with the blood. I mean, that's really, really scary. That obviously happened recently. And where is that? Where is that child?
yeah, because they're going to need therapy if they're alive. Any of those people are going to, like, I mean, their family might not know that this happened to them. And like you keep, like, abuse is something that people keep to themselves, especially when they're kids. They don't even know what's going on until maybe later in life or sometimes or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a hidden, for a lot of people, right? So I don't know.
You don't have to be buried to be a victim. That's the only thing there's we probably won't ever know how many victims that there are, that this monster, and what was his go-to? A phone in prison. What did they find all over the place? Electronics and phones. The only thing that was organized, whatever was in those white tubs, those with the double-headed, schlong on, that was the only thing that was organized in that house. And I'm not trying to talk ugly of the dead and everything, but, I'm sorry. You had to get in that bed. You had to change sheets. You had to walk by that wall,
Yeah.
So I am furious. I mean, maybe she was brainwashed, maybe whatever. I mean, but, to me, okay, then we need to investigate this to find out where all the other victims are. And they need to look in that whole county. Forget just that little farm. They need to look all over that place. That whole county. That fool was riding everywhere. Where was he hanging out? He went to soccer games. Well, where'd he go after that? Let's look at all of it. You gonna tear it up? Tear up the whole county.
Yeah,
And
I think
it
they
makes me sick.
definitely. I think they definitely need to go to Westville, to his old address for sure.
Definitely.
I also am very curious if, even though his brother wasn't charged with anything in that realm, based off the crime he was willing to do with his ex and shove her in a cage and abuse, and I am curious, was he trying to truly take, when the police were there to get him and there was a standoff, he ended up catching his own mobile home on fire. Was it because he was trying to end himself as well, or was it to try to destroy some type of evidence that could have been in the home?
In my opinion, I think it's evidence. I think he was trying. I don't know anything about him, but when you gonna catch a place on fire during a standoff, you trying to get rid of stuff, whether it's yourself or whatever nasty you're doing in your family, and this just makes me so sick. It makes me.
They found 4 thick binders of stuff on Jesse, and the only thing that they sounded like it was very troubling, but the only thing that they said was that the first part of it was Jesse's psychological evaluations, and then she didn't say what.
Oh wow! From like when he's evaluated maybe for prison and stuff, or
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, and then there's also a reporter, and I'm needing to track it down again, but they took a picture and then said, who was Jesse McFadden? And then they said, we're trying to learn that right now. This is just one example of one of the folders we're going through, and it was like really pretty thick of information. So I'm wondering if that came from maybe the binder, but there's media and journalists that are currently going through stuff, so there is definitely more going to be coming out. For sure.
It seems like it. There's a lot of missing pieces here of this puzzle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I totally. I mean, and then also like the fact that the police left it as was and told people, the families, like, go ahead, you can go in, grab anything if you want something or not. And one of the family members stepped on a hypodermic needle while they were in there. Yeah.
If that had disease in, oh my god, that kind of could be getting sued. That the department. Whoa. How was it not cleared out?
It's wild. And then it was a nearby resident, so like a neighbor, that had said that they noticed unusual digging on the property about 6 months ago. And so that was part of what I heard, is that they did have to do with the pond, and they didn't understand why would they be expanding the pond. Like, what are they doing? What, it didn't make sense to them. And that happens to be the same pond that they were at the past couple of days in the back of the property.
Oh, wow.
And they did that 6 months ago, expanding that pond, and that would have been in November. Ground is hard. I don't have a pond, but I don't know if I'd be digging it up during, especially the last winter that we had. This,
No, you would wait for the ground to get soft to do that.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to this, and there's so many victims, and we won't ever know the victim. And I think it's very sad that so many people failed in this, and nobody's standing up and going, "Hey, we screwed up. We're gonna do this right. We did it. Yeah, we screwed up. We should have, but now we're gonna get help. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna, The
only one is the DA, and partly because he wasn't there the whole time. He's a newer one. So, but he's the only one that is taking accountability and saying, yep, things were done wrong, absolutely wrong. Balls were dropped. Things need to be looked into. But, I mean, I caught last night, I was able to realize I caught the law enforcement, not OSBI, but I believe it was the local law enforcement, the sheriff that did the press conference. He said, I believe it was because the family questioned why wasn't the evidence taken, and this was not the press conference. This was a different topic, and they said, well, we only had a warrant for the property. It was OSBI that had the house. And then OSBI responded and said, no, we were assisting with the house. We weren't the lead. We were just assisting. But then I reheard the press conference, and it hit me when in the press conference, he actually says, we had a warrant for the home and the property. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's so not good. That's not good. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that local law enforcement, but
right, something's not right.
It's not. And there's so many people have like watching the video of the friends that were invited to go but didn't go. They are so traumatized just off the thought and realization of everything, and that it could have been them.
Oh my god, like survivor's guilt, or whatever that is. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, that's like something you just never. You probably be fearful of like a lot, unless you,
Yeah, and the betrayal too, like the families thinking that they could trust Holly, and now it's almost looking like she may have had a hand in some of it, but it doesn't mean it was because she
could have been victim too,
right?
I mean, like we've heard of that a lot of times happening with that, unable to leave But I mean, you can't not know that stuff is around your house unless you're just completely on something or not there. You know what I mean? Like you can't not see that there's like chains on the wall, right? I mean, bolts, and you just can't like overlook so much stuff, right? I mean, it just, I don't get it.
And the fact that like there were 3 hooks, the board that was by the bed, the fact that there's 3 hooks on there, restraint areas, just kind of sets in my mind, like at some point he found it necessary that there would need to be 3 As
Yeah.
opposed, which is just telling me that it was like multiple possible victims at the same time. Like, it's just bad.
There's a
And
story to be told, and I feel like the dad said that. He's like, there's a story here, and we need to know. I think they need to know it. I mean, however hard it is, they need to know what happened so they can move on and hope that. And yeah, it's a tough one. This one is really tough, guys.
yeah, I totally back the family though, and anything that they want to do moving forward to try to get those answers.
Yep.
Totally and completely. I just could not fathom. It is a literal living nightmare what they have experienced. Like, it's bad enough to lose a loved one. I hear, I'm not a parent, but to lose a child is one of the worst pains that with grieving, and it's just horrible. But the fact that they're going in and seeing the scene and finding evidence is just adding so much trauma to them that I feel so terrible for all of them.
It's all around horrible. I mean, it's losing a child. I can't imagine because I don't have any children, but in that type of way as well. You know what I mean? When this guy was a registered, right? He was RSO.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
But there was no dot on his house though, right? Because he wasn't registered. He was like a non-compliant RSO, right?
It says that it does show up. It's like there's a state registry, and then maybe a county, and
Or a federal.
Maybe, and they said it didn't show up on one, but he did show up on the other.
Oh,
now they've removed him, so I can't even go and like fact check what's what.
Look.
They took him off. Yeah,
because like I don't know. I mean, I would think as those parents of those kids, like knowing that he had a red dot on his house. I mean, not that they are savvy, but who knows? Like that could have prevented it, right? I mean, knowing that he lived there. I mean, come on, I don't know. I guess you don't know until you know, but I'm.
Yeah, I mean, it was just wild that even being caught, because I found stuff here like stating, another thing two things actually I want them to check. One is the truck. I want to know if the truck was taken. Did they seize that truck? Because the fact that he felt the need that he had to hide it on the neighbor's land, I feel very concerned that there might be some type of evidence in it. And I was talking with some of the other people that are covering this, and we were wondering, like, is it possible that at least one of the crimes could have happened in the truck? I don't know. And then the other place I would like to know about, or them to look into, is the storage unit.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. I mean, there's stuff in the floorboards. There has to be. Deet said that he didn't come up in the county, but did come up on the state.
Thanks,
now,
Deet.
can they sue the county for that?
For which part?
For not having him on the county RSO list.
Good question.
I mean, you would think that that
this is going to turn into a lawsuit. Maybe that's why they're not
cool.
collecting evidence. You know what I mean? Because this is going to be a lawsuit. Less evidence, the better. I don't know. I just thought of that.
That is something that could. Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know. But
You'd say no, they can't sue.
Really? The state?
Well, said no, but I don't know if she's talking to me. I don't know.
I wonder if that's. I mean, they can. I mean, negligence. Like
that's what I mean.
In order to get it turned over to the OSBI, they either needed the go-ahead by either the Okmulgee Chief of Police or the Okmulgee County Sheriff. Neither of those were willing. And then the third option was the Okmulgee County District Attorney, and he is the one that they went through.
Mm-hmm.
So it does kind of just raise, like, why was the Chief of Police and the County Sheriff, why were they? And they're the same ones that were giving him a hassle about, well, we'll arrest you. Like, what?
Wow.
And then there was something I wanted
Bergen,
to read.
have you heard about the? And I've just heard this. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a receipt, but the corruption. It's almost kind of like a Murdoch County. You know what I mean? The money and the corruption there. That some people are scared to speak out But I mean, that could be just a rumor. But I didn't know if you had heard. I mean, I'm not too impressed just from what I've seen in the, but
I hadn't heard specifically. I actually could go back and listen to what the guy said. I don't know about the money part, but the corruption, and the fact that they specifically brought up, and I actually want to make sure I say the right road, so let me look at where I wrote it. But
I was going to say, Dietz said that no, they can't sue. He was on the state register. He did what he was supposed to do according to the state, to do by registering under his current address. So, but something is weird happening higher up there, Jones, and something is going on here. I mean, doesn't it seem like there's political? They're pushing it. They push it from the sheriff to the county to the DA. So there's that. I don't know, politics. There's something going on.
96. They said that 96 is huge when it comes to. I don't want to say the word. We'll just go with the ring. We're talking about beautiful diamond rings, but not beautiful. They said is very, very prevalent in the area. Henrietta is included with surrounding counties, and because 69 runs right through there, I guess there is a huge issue. And but so I did hear that from somebody that's a resident in the area, and that he didn't send any photos or proof of anything. So, I mean, he did sound like he had knowledge about the counties and the different cities, but he had said that he had met Jesse and also Holly, but it was like partying, and it was before he ever was arrested. But again, I don't have any proof that it's not like he showed pictures or anything, so I don't know, but there was somebody speaking on it. And talking about what goes on locally.
I wonder if there's any elections coming up for any of those, like sheriff, county, any of those people, DA even. Like it might be that he got cooked. I don't know. Kicked to
That
him.
would be interesting to check, Ellie. That was something that I had thought of. If there were any elections. I know that ours was last fall, and generally those are held opposite of presidential election years.
So, okay, they did, that same person mentioned, because I wrote down, I'd have to go back and listen to everything they said, but they did say police corruption. They brought up a case in Missouri. I don't know which one, but they were referring to a sting, and in that it's really frequent that it'll run as a church front. They rent out a large empty building and go from there, but that they have a really hard time of ever catching anybody and being able to hold anyone accountable. But this is just a local that was speaking on it, and I don't know.
That was a local you were talking to?
Yeah.
Awesome, Burden. I'm sorry, I've been gone all morning. I popped in for just a few minutes, about an hour or so ago, and kind of got caught up on what was going on. But oh wow, I didn't know that you had gotten. I had to log off yesterday after getting Gannon's verdict. Like that was good. I needed to log off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just so emotional all over. With there was a lot with Gannon's trial.
Yes.
Looks like Lori's is
really
wrapping up.
Yeah.
I agree, Johnson.
So from 2004 to 2010, McFadden was cited 7 times for various infractions while in prison, including for having tobacco, engaging in conduct with another inmate, according to his misconduct form. And then he was cited once in 2013 and again in 2016 for possessing a cell phone. In December of 2016, an audit of the electronic device he allegedly was using revealed S-themed conversations, videos, and pictures with a girl about 16 years old, which is the one that they had the case going for. Hey, Beats.
Hey, love. So I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, Queen, so I wanted to come up because I've been digging all freaking morning. And
Oh, by the way, I just got to skedaddle. I got a call for my job. It's good talking to you guys.
That's what it is. You just
Okay,
leave
bye,
it because I popped up.
Bye, B. I just don't like deeds. No, I'm joking. Just
I know.
messing with you.
Have a good day.
Bye,
Come on now.
You have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, love. So yesterday I said up here that they have to do their investigation. Well, I'm, obviously just going off of Illinois law that
Right.
any homicide of any kind, even if it's S or M, has to be fully investigated because they have to come to the conclusion that nobody else was involved, that it was the person that committed it. Well, someone kind of challenged me in the chat that, that's different for every state. Well, they're absolutely correct. It is. So I did the digging and the research on that and how other M/S's were handled in the state of Oklahoma, and it's the same. They still have to do a full investigation to determine if he was the perpetrator that took his own life and not somebody else involved. Also, while I was doing this research, going back and looking at day one footage, because that's important. We forget to do that,
Right.
go back
Right.
and look at what was put out there on day one.
Yep.
The sheriff says, not the guy that does the press conference that looks like Don B, but the
Right.
actual sheriff, he says that we have, like I think Burden said it in here earlier, we have search warrants for the house and the property. So they had that. So that wasn't a hurdle that they had to overcome. He said he did not leave a note, Voodoo. So I'm sorry. No, he didn't. They've never said that anywhere. But they have a search warrant for both the house and the property.
Okay.
And they said in that very first press conference, they're standing outside the house. So it's like a couple hours after it happened. He's like, we're going to be here for a week investigating this. And they were gone the next day, released the crime scene the next day.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, I think he wrote it like something like at least a week. Like
Yep.
Yes, he said at a
minimum.
I think he said at a minimum of a week.
Yes, voices. That's it.
Yep.
I think it was he said at a minimum of a week.
Yep.
And then the next day they wrapped it and were out of there. And released it back. Imagine if that landlord wouldn't have called Ivy's father.
Voodoo Sue keeps saying the family has to pay for it if they want.
I don't know what she's talking about because that's not
I'm
true.
sorry, but I
That-
cherry
I don't believe
pick, and
that.
that's not one I read comments on anymore.
That's
Respectfully,
not
I don't
true.
believe that.
I appreciate her comments all the time. I truly do, but it's just not accurate on this one. And she's the reason I did the deep dive into Oklahoma's investigative procedures and policies, was because
Right.
it's like, okay, I want to CYA
Right.
and make sure I have it absolutely correct. And I did. And so, no, that is not their procedures and policies. Sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
And,
Rowena, do you want to see your thing for your mama?
What is it?
The thing that I made for Rowena's mama.
Oh.
It's just a craft. That's all. I think I
I thought you
showed
were
it.
talking to me. I'm like, no, I don't.
He's so
You don't want
pretty.
Queen says, "Oh."
She needs some happy spring.
That's what I did that for Rowena's mama, for her.
My mother-in-law and hummingbirds. She'll be covered up in them. Yeah, aren't they pretty?
Oh, they are pretty.
Oh, that's very pretty.
My sweet mother-in-law.
And then I even found a pattern and I made her stickers for it. Oh God, they don't show. They're all different colors. I printed
They're beautiful.
them. And
I
then
like
did a
your
little
French
bit
braid
of
voices.
Oh, you like my braid?
I actually can French braid. My mom taught me how to French braid her hair when I was younger.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I did it the other day when we were live. I was listening as I was braiding my hair to get it back, so I didn't light it because I lit it on fire the other day. I was smoking.
You lit your hair on fire?
Bitch, I was smoking and the wind changed direction and it was down and I burned off. I lost a. Look at that. Look at all those baby hairs.
Did you smell it?
Oh yes, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, they're very cost effective. Truth hurts. They're very low cost. But anyway.
Well, thank you, voices. Those are beautiful. I can't wait to
And I
take
threw
you
that
to
in for your hubby.
Yeah, that was really nice of you to make those.
I absolutely love to brighten. I'm sorry, elderly people. I just love them. Like I love my dogs. I love the little old people in the world. They all need to be loved and brightened up. And if some little craft like that brightens an elderly person's day, I'll make them all day long for them.
She'll probably wear it. She'll try to wear it as a hat. Bless her heart. She's so sweet. But thank you for letting me come up, Queen. I'm about to hop down.
All right,
Dennis, Bird, and Kate, all y'all, thank you for
Thank you,
all of
Rowena.
this coverage that
Oh, shit.
is factual and
Hello, everybody. Oh, shit. I am actually allowed here.
Thank you,
That's
Rowena.
Yeah, but you're being real
Hey.
fucking rude right now. So
That-
we just
that-
Thank
know
you,
that.
Rowena.
I don't know, but he's being rude. So Rowena, you have a good day.
Right, Roro.
Rowena's
What's up?
rude.
Hey,
Hey, what's
hello, everyone. Hello.
What's happening?
What's happening? Nothing is happening. I just want to say hi to everybody. That's all I want to say.
Hi.
Oh, what's
Hello?
going on? Did I just destroy the whole panel?
No.
No.
You've been up before, haven't you? I don't know if it's here or somewhere else, but I've heard your
No,
voice before.
somewhere else I have. Somewhere else I have.
Okay.
But no, I'm not trying to be evil. How are all of you?
Good. We're talking about the Oklahoma case. You know anything about it?
No, not whatsoever.
He's got a red dot. He's a
Yes,
pedo, and he
I
murdered.
do know about it. Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The families want an investigation, and they're pretty much saying, why? Why do you want one? He's dead and they're gone. So what do you want one for?
Maleficent, that's it. That's right. I remember now.
Wow. Hopefully they get their shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's Frank. Is your name Frank, dude? Yeah.
It sounds like Frank.
Yes, my name is Frank.
They were just asking in the chat, is this Frank?
It's Frank.
What community do you come from?
Which sector do I come from? Is that
Yeah.
what you were asking?
Community sector, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Where you hang out at? You got your own channel? What?
I hang out in hell, and then every
join us.
now I come up and harass people.
Hey, did you see Molly down there? Was her face melting?
Yes, it
Who
was.
the fuck is Molly?
It was. It actually
Well, he
was.
said he hangs out in hell and she's been banished to hell. I wanted to know if that plastic surgery holds up.
Oh, Jesus.
Them fucking long cheekbones, huh?
Yes, no, I did see her down there. That's where she resides.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Oh, really? Yeah, she is.
What part of
What a
hell on
wild
YouTube
woman
you
you
come
picked.
from, though? What community were you saying?
Are you the Frank that's always going up on Phoenix's channel?
Phoenix.
What do you mean, like Purple Phoenix?
Hold on.
Yeah, Purple Phoenix.
Purple Phoenix? Yes, I am that, Frank. Yes,
Oh, I was gonna say, did fucking Laura send you over here?
No, I was not sent by anybody.
So you just thought it was a good idea to jump up in the middle of a true crime discussion and derail it?
Yes, that's how I am.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Do you have any input about the case in Oklahoma that we're talking about?
No, not right now.
All right, baby, we'll come back and visit us later, all right? Because I ain't got time for this because I'm trying to finish this conversation and you're trying to fuck off. So come back later or something. We fuck with trolls, but and we'll have you up later, but we ain't trying to play that shit right now.
Right.
So just pop back up later or something, okay, man?
I'll let you homeboy.
I hope he's staying clean.
Try it a little earlier in the stream, not when Queen's over it and ready to.
Yeah, because
go
we've
take
been
care of
on
stuff.
here about 3 hours, and I'm about to jump off here anyways. I got to get some shit done. But are you guys gonna be You guys gonna be around later? You guys wanna? Should we wait and come back on, or should you know what I mean? Is there somebody got live streams going on? What's up tonight? What's going on? Anybody got lives going on?
I know Kate Does Crime at 9:30. She's doing an open panel. Unless she can,
the Oklahoma Southern? Okay.
Yes.
So if you guys want me to know more about it, you guys join Kate Does Crime, and I'll share her tab too when she
has a lot of interviews that are worth listening to.
Yeah, there's a lot of family too that she's been like different family and friends. But I know that there's a funeral, like they have some funerals this week because they were going to come on here, and I was like, well, I don't want to interrupt anybody's family. You know what I mean? Like when they're doing that kind of stuff. So
yeah, she's really.
I would like.
Go ahead.
I would like it if you would come back live later so I can come and play. I had to go to bed early because I had to go help and do stuff this morning, but I would like to come play later.
Come play later.
Right. All right. Well, shit. We ain't got Tuesday, so if there ain't shit going on, we'll just pop back up later. You know what I mean? Pop back on later.
Yeah.
Are you going mushroom hunting again?
I know Burn Toast was live last night, and I was trying to go watch hers, and then I had mine. I was like, damn it. So I was kind of, you know what I mean?
Are you done mushroom hunting, or is your season over? Or are you
No, we're going back out tomorrow night. Matter of fact,
are you?
Tomorrow morning, I guess.
You excited?
We're gonna take off and go. I don't know, probably. Well, because it's rained so much the last couple days, we had to let it dry out today. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's not good to pick them when they're soggy.
Well, no, because you need the rain to cause the mushrooms to shoot up.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. You need the rain to soften the ground and stuff. You need the sun for them to shoot up.
Thank you. I had it backwards.
So today it's drying out and the sun's getting to them. You know what I mean? There was 3 days of rain and now the sun. So tomorrow will be a good day to go pick them.
Tomorrow will be perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
You got a lot of good ones last time too.
Yeah, and we time it really good. Yeah, we time it. You know what I mean?
I think we're done down here. I looked again. What was it, Saturday? I found a couple, but they were just getting too burnt. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say once they start burning up, it's hard to bring them back. Usually you can bring them back with a water bath, but like water.
I did those ones that I sent you a picture of. I wasn't able to bring those back, but yeah.
Morels, they're called, right? Morels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find some at grocery store. Try them.
We will pop back on later. Then we'll just plan on like 7, 8 somewhere in there.
Cool.
That would be awesome. I got some things to get cut, but I also need to. I gotta do a live stream.
Maybe Molly will stop being a little puss and click the link.
What was going on there? I was trying to listen this morning, but
I missed that. What happened?
What happened?
Last night, Gina. Okay, so we was talking shit. We were up on the.
Yeah, I remember.
We were up here talking shit. Didn't even pay not a bit of fucking attention to the chat. We were just talking, just running the fucking up here. Next thing you know, the chat's going fucking nuts. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, oh, Gina's in the chat. She's apologizing. She said you guys were all right, and she's in the chat. I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, Gina Diamond came in the chat and said you guys were all right, and I got fucked over.
Yeah. Said she chose the wrong tribe or something like that.
I was there for that, but then what did Laura, like I heard you guys were talking about Laura's live stream.
Oh, God, yeah, she went live because she was pissed off that they even came over here. They don't know nobody an explanation.
But they came here.
Laura.
All right. Well, Laura, she's trying to make herself relevant in it.
Oh, my God.
Maybe she felt like she owed the YouTube streets an explanation. Long face Naples.
And Nick, you went up on her panel?
Oh yeah. For 20 minutes.
Last night?
Started cussing him out. Like as soon as he got down, she fucking went the fuck off.
I blew her a couple kisses and winked at her because she said, that I think of her so much. So I was like, I'll go dream like you say I dream about you. And I just blew her a little kiss and winked at her and left.
What was her defense against your argument?
Oh, she had none. She ran in circles once again.
What's her problem with you though? And just because you're over here with Queen, or
oh yeah,
she was calling him a simp and saying that he's like a little bitch boy, and she had a whole lot to say.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Wow,
and
Naples
me and
coming out the
Queen,
stable hot.
yeah. I was like, me and Queen disagreeing like 30-40% of the time. I mean, stop with the narrative you're trying to paint here that, that I just, the Queen Bee needs me to go here. And she don't need me to do shit, as you know.
I was gonna say, I don't ask you to go any fucking where. You do that
Hell no.
shit, which half the time I'm like, why the fuck? Like,
yeah, I just on my own
I was gonna say, I
accord.
think Nick gets questioned more often about why are you over there, Nikki?
Yeah. This live ended.
What the
I
fuck
went
are
to-
you doing? That's fucking stupid. Why are you?
Now the new one is to mute your mic.
Oh God. This live ended, so I just hit my YouTube algorithm, and the thumbnail was us on the screen.
See, what's really fucked up is Gina and Jilly got left here and went straight over in Laura's chat and was running their fucking mouth. So
Whoa,
shit like that ain't gonna fly, and that's why I said they're gonna shoot it for not one drama. Jilly sure the fuck toe tapped in the right fucking chat for that. So
Wasn't Gina back here this morning? I had it going in the background, but like I said, I was
Wait,
listening
when I
to it.
popped in,
But
Gina
wasn't
was
she
in here saying that she was going to be listening because she was going to be out with her grandma.
She came back in here this morning, said she was going to the store or something like that, and she was gonna listen in or whatever. Yeah,
She didn't say anything rude in the chat when I was on the panel, because I had mentioned, because I went up there to say, why did you cut the part out when about me asking, you know what I mean? And she was, I think she said something that was kind of nice, and her and Julie were kind of arguing a little bit with each other about something. I can't remember.
Hold on, this right here is Laura when he jumped off the panel. This is what she had to say.
Oh, God.
She's fucking pissed. Yeah, I was gonna say she's fucking mad as hell. I guess I don't know because he went up there.
He is a bitch boy.
She's
But like, that's a funny thing. I don't even fucking talk about it. Oh, I mean, think about what you just said. Why didn't you play the clip of what I said to Gina? Ooh, so I could jerk off hearing your voice? What the fuck? Why do you care what I say? Fucking weird.
Yeah, so you're
statement
fucking
was
weird.
weird.
He thinks beats him and Nick jack off to her voice.
Doesn't see what a fucking
Oh
little.
my God.
Really?
Like, how do you not see it? How do you look at
I'm sorry, but that would make me dry.
Oh my God. You're anything but a man.
This man wouldn't touch you with 10-foot pole.
Nick says to Gina something along the lines of, oh, remember when I was on Laura's panel? And
She fucked
remember
us all
what
up.
you said about me? Remember that you said,
So basically last night, Gina was up here and Nick came in hot. We were talking to Gina and he's like, hey, come up to the fucking screen.
I came in.
Came in like, hey, do you remember me? Do you remember who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you remember me? And she's like, nah, I have no I fucking idea who you are. And he's like, yeah, I was on Laura's panel. And she's like, I still don't remember. And he's like, well, you're in the chat talking shit. And she's like, yeah, I still don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. And
then I let her know, and she's like, I back my people. I'm a ride or die type person. But yeah, I was probably being a catty bitch, is what she said. Remember? I was probably being a catty bitch in the chat.
Damn, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here she go here. So Laura's got I don't know, probably about 20 seconds more bitching she does
that,
here.
you know, you don't like the roach channels and that I'm a
Sounds like
roach
she's
cha-
got a
and that
fucking like
Queebee's a
cough
roach
drop or a
channel.
dick in her mouth.
Here's a newsflash, Nick. Like, and I really fucking mean this. Yeah, grab the lotion for this. But I really mean this.
Oh my God, Laura.
Queebee's pretty tough. I think she can handle herself. She doesn't need a little pussy
said
boy
grab the lotion.
going room to room to stick up for her. I think she can.
A little person?
Stick up for herself.
Nick's like,
I didn't even
really
go there to
big.
stick up for Queen. That's the funny part.
So many people turning around saying, oh, well, we got to watch out for her. We got to look out for her. Guess what, bitch? Real mob bosses know how to handle themselves.
So, like, first of all, who's a mob boss? Second of all, who the fuck says I gotta look out for her? I gotta look out for her. Bitch, I can definitely handle my motherfucking own. Believe that.
It's
Real
hilarious.
bosses don't need a fucking panel. Real leaders don't need fucking people looking out for them because we got us.
Bitch, you're just mad because you ain't got no fucking friends, first of all. And second of all, you ain't no fucking mob boss. Do I need to keep going?
Shit.
Well,
Why is
That's
she
the thing.
referencing a game on MySpace, Mob Bosses?
She calls herself a mob boss, I guess. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I don't know.
She's from like the Jenny Jen. They have like a little fit, the funny little mob boss. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. She did that the last time I was on before.
Laura, you ain't any more in a fucking mob than I am a Vegas showgirl. Sit down and shut up, Naples.
I don't think that it's about people. I think she's got it wrong when she thinks that people are going to fight your battle for you. It has nothing to do with that. It's just loyalty to somebody that is like-minded. We're a community over here, and so if we hear people talking bad on anyone in this community, we'll stand up for them. It's
Right.
not that you're going to fight their battle for them.
Well, and she kept up with I got the screenshot. She did say it. She did say it. Right, I did. I repeated exactly what you fucking said. You said that I stuck up for Veloma. You said that I backed up Veloma. I called Laura a fucking joke, and I said I said Laura's a fucking joke, and I back you up. That's the whole reason we got into a fucking fight. But she shared one goddamn message instead of the entire fucking chat, of course,
Exactly.
and the entire conversation. And now all of a sudden that's what it is. But we've already shown clips of what the fuck was said immediately after that was said on Sweet Tea's fucking panel. Wasn't even said on my fucking panel.
And that's what I said to her.
For starting shit with me.
I said, you know that Queen Bee said that she did not support someone wrapping their car around a tree, that she don't fuck with that type of shit, blah, blah, blah. You know that, I said to her. And she goes, what the message? And then she's trying to take things out of context and out of narrative. It's just her
But
usual
yeah,
shit.
you've played the proof over here multiple times.
Well, yeah, and she said, I mean, that's her reason. That's what she says. She's been saying that. That's that I supported Veloma saying that. Bullshit. No, the fuck I didn't. And Veloma apologized to her 20 minutes after she fucking said it.
Didn't Veloma even come up here and say, no, you didn't
Yeah.
support it? Yeah.
Yes, and yes.
And then I asked her, I said, would you do things
Ignorant,
different?
irrelevant. That's why I said I have no reason to. This is exactly what she does. She tries to make herself relevant. Last night she's not relevant in this shit at all. But because she wants to make herself relevant, she's like, Gina and JillyBean, no reason to go up there, bitch. Why are you watching my channel? Mind your fucking business. Keep your fucking nose all the cocaine in the world, and you got to be over here in my business, bitch. Go mind your own.
It's
fuck you need to do.
It's interesting.
Remember, if you don't like me, don't watch. Don't worry about who the fuck is on my panel.
And she always says you get screenshots. No, you watching. Knock it off.
It seems like there's quite a few, though, that are trying to be relevant off of your name. And it's not just one. It's actually like a whole bunch that are doing it now. Yeah. And I think we should try not to feed into it as best we can.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I ain't
exactly
gonna
right.
talk for it
It's
anymore.
ridiculous as fuck.
Right.
And I'm
We don't
not
need
going
to do
for that.
charity work for anybody but the families. We don't need to do charity work for other YouTube channels. We can do the charity work right here for the families that we're standing up and defending.
I gotta go, Queen. Thanks for having me up. Bye.
All right, baby. Talk to you later. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good afternoon. I will try to pop back on here later.
Roger
Thanks for having me up. I appreciate it, Queen. Have a
Thank
good day,
you, Bert.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, you too. Bye, everyone.
Guys, it was good to talk to you today, voices. We missed you yesterday. Didn't know what was going on, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Right.
did a community post that after listening to all of that, the victim impact statement, I was going to log off for the day. I
Yeah,
listened.
that's cool.
for 2
It's all
minutes.
good. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I should have said something. I don't know. It just all of a
It's all
sudden.
good, baby. You ain't gotta explain. It's all good, but it's all good. I understand. You know what I mean? Shit gets heavy. I understand.
You
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I am going to get my work done so that I can come play this evening.
All right. Hey, we will talk to you later.
All right, love. Bye.
Bye, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later, and we'll pop back on later. We'll see you guys. Obviously, Molly's a little push. Ain't gonna come up here and say shit. Had the fucking link posted 3 fucking hours. Scary. Y'all have a good day.